Hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Fine Thursday to you all, and Kaldheim release day to you all. Good to see ya. How is everyone this fine evening? Oh, dog, good to see ya. Pick one. Tequila Worm, Helichrome, Holy Love, Best Quadre, Benny Mon. Hello, Benny, how are you? Best Quadder, how are you? Good to see ya. Oh man, I'm excited. I've been messing around with Kaldheim today, and we're gonna start off with some troll action. What better way to start off a new standard season than by literally trolling the meta? I'm excited for this deck. I think this deck's actually really fun and really interesting. Is it good? I have no idea. So we're going to start off with some Kasima God of the Trolls, 5-color trolls. Squiggleblurg, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops here for our re-subscriber. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Logan? How are you? Oh, yes. I'm super hyped. So that's the plan for today. We're playing new standard. We're starting with some troll action. I'm still tuning around the edges. We might try to do some Nicoing. That's also on the list. Maybe we get to some snow control, but we're definitely starting with trolls and going from there. Hey, what's up, Babs? How are you? Good to see you tonight. So hopefully everyone's been having fun. Question, before we get into this, I gotta know, has anyone tried Arena on the phone yet? Has anyone got into the open beta? I have an iPhone, so I can't actually do it. I'm really curious how well it's working. I've heard like a whole bunch of different things. I've heard some people say it works pretty good for them. I've heard other people say it was a little clunky for them. So I'm trying to figure out. I want more opinions on it. My phone is one version short. Yeah, I got an iPhone, so I gotta wait for the next version. A little bit slow. Okay. Yeah, I had someone tell me it was like 20 frames per FPS for them, so like really like clunky and slow. But then I had other people say it was fine for them, so I don't even know. Maybe it's based on your phone. Seems possible. Deck needs 4 old growth trolls. Ooh. I mean, it would be flavorful, that's for sure. But good news is when we troll, we make a lot of trolls. That's the whole idea of the deck, to make many trolls. Any news on when the iPhone version will be released? Not really. The most we know right now is this year sometime. Couldn't help but notice, and your Kaldheim early access stream, you had over a million. Yeah, that was with the stocked account for Wizards, so it just has a ridiculously absurd amount of everything. Not that you can really spend it or keep it, but anyway, tonight, new standard. So let's do our reminders, and as we go along, we talk about standard, we can talk about Arena Mobile, we can talk about what we played yesterday for early access day, whatever y'all want to talk about, how snowy it is outside, which is very. So anyway, reminders. Replay YouTube, that's where you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, Kaldheim content going to start rolling out over the next few days, I think. Krim will have Kaldheim video going up Saturday, and then I will have Kaldheim stuff going up starting next week, so tons of Kaldheim stuff on the horizon. That's not counting the rest of the top 10 videos and all the extra stuff, so that is all on its way on the YouTube. A reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom, and maybe you need some Kaldheim cards, or some other Magic cards, like a snow-covered forest, a white-bordered concordant crossroads. Well, you get them at cardkingdom.com, even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one, and they will hook you up. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playback, good way to support the stream, and the channel, and the site, and donations, always appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. Johnny Baby, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. All right, so deck one that we're playing tonight. Oh man, this deck's pretty fun. This is Kasima God of the Trolls, and we're built around 2 new cards in specific. So our 2 main new payoffs. One is Kasima God of the Voyage, which, oh my goodness, this card is really insane. Kasima, it's not really a creature so much as a ridiculous card advantage. As you play it, if it lives one turn, you exile it. Then every time you make a land drop, it gets counters. Eventually, put it back into play, draw a card for each counter on it. So this is our main card advantage engine. That is one of our big payoffs. Our other big payoff is Waking the Trolls. This is how we win the game. And Waking the Trolls, 6 mana Stone Rain, then it reanimates a land, and then you get 4/4 trolls equal to the difference between the number of lands you control and your number of lands your opponents control. So essentially, our deck is full of ramp. We have Migrations Path, it ramps. We have Cultivate, it ramps. We have Binding the Old Gods, it kills and ramps. So we're getting ahead on lands that way, and then we're getting ahead on lands by blowing up a land and getting back a land with Waking of the Trolls. So we're going to get a bunch of trolls and use those trolls to beat our opponent to death, and that's essentially what the deck's trying to do. Draw cards, ramp, Waking the Trolls. We can take some extra turns, we can draw more cards. We have some sweet sideboard options, Ruinous Ultimatum, Cyclone Summoner, some escape stuff for the rogues, bunch of counters for control, some more removal, and that's essentially the deck. Literally trolling. Hey, what's up, Evertide? How are you? Is the stream skipping? Ooh, I hope not. It looks good on my end, but maybe refreshing will fix it. If we play Nico, would you consider the Bant deck I sent you the other day? I also opened a Kasima in draft. Ooh, perhaps you should send me the list again. It seems ambitious. I don't actually think it's that ambitious. I actually think so because the mana is so easy in this deck. Even though we're playing almost all basic lands and world trees, we have a Fabled Passage of Alving Wilds. We get a bunch of way to tutor those lands up. I think the mana works really smoothly. We have good sweepers in Doomscar, so we'll see. I mean, I think counter spells are a little bit scary, but hey, what's up, Drake Artwork? All right, let's just start playing. Let's just start trolling and then go from there. The only downside is the trolls have like suspend 2. You have to wait a little bit. Why only one basic island when we have so many blue cards? Hang on, let me look. So the idea is to have a number of basic lands essentially equal to the number of colored mana costs. We might need one more island. Just because initially I didn't have Elrod's Epiphany, and then I added Elrod's Epiphany. And it is a double blue card, so we might need 2 islands now. Because really, so the theory is we get to tutor up all the lands we need. With just Kasima, I think you only need 1 island. But now that we've added Gravenlore and Alrund's Epiphany, we should probably cut a Triome for a snow-covered island. That is a good call. Wait. All right, there we go. Now we can do some trolling. It is trolling time. Hey, what's up, Sam Fisher? How are you? So has anyone played anything awesome in Kaldheim Standard yet? I know it's only day 1, but have you seen or played anything super awesome? Saw it coming, my favorite piece of counter magic design in years. Yeah, that card's really good. Oh, thank you, Peps. Hey, what's up, Dogamith? Good to see you. Yeah, I think that's a fun way to go about it. The enchantment plan. I think that is an interesting way to take advantage of Nico for sure. I think some sort of tempo deck I think is also interesting, kind of built around Nico's ability to return stuff to your hand. That's fine. It's not an insane hand, but it's fine. We will find our card draw eventually, hopefully. I really want to play Valky Release to the Woods in Historic. Yeah, I haven't started playing Historic yet with the new cards, but that is high on my list too. Have you considered Mono Red Coma Treasure Wrap? Ooh. I have not actually considered that. I have not actually even thought about that. Wait, how does Coma fit into that? So many tap lands. Well, let's just run out Floral Heatran. We gotta give our opponent something to Doom Foretold away. Genesis Ultimatum into Voraclex, ulting Ugin 3 turns in a row. Yeah, that sounds really absurd. This is the deck that honestly, really, truly probably should have Ugin. But I couldn't bring myself to do it, even though I do think it's probably correct. I couldn't do it. It's too easy. We gotta play on hard mode a little bit. AC Wookie, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. I have not seen Ali's troll list. Oh boy, all the glass caskets in the world. All the Floral Heatrans are dying. Huh. And a land. What is our opponent do? Huh? What is our opponent's deck doing? Broadside Lion win. I really don't know what's happening here. I have no idea. Well, we're gonna play this. We're gonna crack this. We're gonna get a land. Icy Doc, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, gonna land. Just kidding. Faladair retreat. Go. We're getting closer to the trolls. And I'm Crocs. Welcome you to the Fishbowl as well. Big soup cheer for you. Yeah, Elise's looks cool. It's a little teamer rampy. I don't know, like Genesis Ultimatums and Ugins. Like, I'm sure that those cards make the deck better, but like Shark Typhoon, Genesis Ultimatum, Ugin, those are just like, those are normal teamer ramp cards, sort of. Well, alright, we need to, well, I guess make some cats to blow up, sadly. Yeah. Snow-covered plains. Make a cat for no value. Doomscar. Blow up the board. I played a Scoozorb deck on MTG Mobile. My phone crashed when it hit 250 token cap. Yeah, I'm really wondering how it's going to work. I almost want to try to get a cheap Android just so I can... Oh my goodness, opponent did nothing? Well, we will make a cat beast. Oh! No! Oh no! After saying how amazing our mana was... We don't have the mana for waking the trolls. Oh no. Yeah, I do like the snow-covered lands. They're growing on me. Opponent, Elspeth conquers death. Yeah. Well, we can cast Binding of the Old Gods. And get rid of Elspeth conquers death. And beat you with a cat. Oh, we need the trolls though. We need the trolls! One thing I found about this deck is it really wants Kasima. Kasima is like the card that makes this deck really work. Whoa! Huge donation. Huge. Oh. Opponent. Oh, come on now. Oh, not like this. Double trolls, but no red mana still. We have a huge... Oh, no. Well, play Kasima, I guess. Oh, this is so awkward. We need lands. Once our opponent gets lands, they're going to be doing things. We got a new donation from... Sorry, opening up a Streamlabs real quick to test the champion. And else... This deck is weird. Elson of Life's Bounty draws a card. Makes a cat. From Dillis Styles, $50 donation. Hey, Seth, thanks for tweeting about Robinhood today. Today was despicable. Love your content. Good luck tonight. Power to the players. Well, thank you so much for the donation, Dillis Styles. And yeah, the Robinhood thing was, I was not pleased. I don't think it's Robinhood's place to... Well, alright. I don't think it's Robinhood's place to... have to defend people from themselves, so to speak. Well, take an extra turn. World Tree. Counter on Kasima. Oh, this is interesting. So I assume we have to Wrath first? We probably have to Wrath. Ugh. Yeah, they're just going to draw too many cards. Well, get in with the birds. We found our Kasima, though, which is good. Blow up the board. And then next turn, we can start trolling, hopefully. Does this look like a deck you'd play? Oh, I didn't see it, Ascendant Archmage. Can you send me another list? Yeah, I don't know if anyone saw the, like, Robinhood or stock stuff, or if anyone even cares. It's all anyone's talking about the last few days, so I'm assuming some people care because of that. But, shutting down the trading was pretty insane. Well, alright. Yeah, I think it's time to start trolling. Play this, blow up the Scry land. World Tree. Yeah. Another counter on Kasima. So next turn we can start drawing cards. Opponent left something on top. Come on, trolls. Come on, trolls. I saw Robinhood was selling people's stocks for them, which sounds ridiculous. I think that they gave people the option to sell still. They shut down... I hadn't heard that they were, like, forcing people to sell. And I'm coming from a place where I do have a Robinhood account, and I'm not really a trader for the most part. I tried like trading a little bit, and it seems like an easy way to lose money. So I decided it's probably smarter to just like put a bit of money on like good companies and then just wait. So not much of a trader, but I did have a Robinhood account. But now I think I'm going to get rid of it. I got to figure out. It really rubbed me the wrong way with them shutting things down the way they did. Joshko, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Our mana's working out. We got our world trees. Grab whatever land we want. Counter on Kasima. Doomscar. Wrath the Board. Waking the Trolls. Keep blowing up your lands. Fabled Passage. Crack Fabled Passage. Kasima's insane. Kasima's insane. I think I greatly underrated how good Kasima is. Yes, let's put Kasima into play. Oh, it has 7 counters. Oh, we have a new handful of cards. It's so insane. This card is bonkers. Kasima is bonkers. Hey, what's up, Gautam? How are you? I need to find another. We trolled the Yarion right out of the game. I mean, yeah, it is. Kasima's just ridiculous. It is really, really, really ridiculous. The funny thing is, I never attack with it. What ends up happening is we do that and we draw a bunch of cards, and then I just blink it again to draw more cards. It's really powerful because if it survives that first turn, the rest of it's uncounterable and uninteractable. So once it's like in exile, it's the best feeling. It is the best feeling. Paulo said that Kasima and the new dragon would be wild in the standard. Well, I also thought that the dragon was like one of my top. I think it was number 2 on my list in standard. I think I definitely underrated Kasima. I think Kasima's way better than I realized. Do I think they'll drop the banhammer on Kasima? I don't think I've seen anything from Kaldheim that makes me think, please ban this yet. Especially with Eldraine in the format. If anything, my fear is that Eldraine is so busted, the stuff from Kaldheim isn't going to get a chance to shine as much as I would like it to. Ooh, let me see. I'm Crocs with a new donation, $3 donation. Hey, Seth, I think you'd love my Solmeria Conundrum deck for Modern. Could you check it out? Land Bouncy is fun. Ooh, that is spicy. So Confounding, that definitely is interesting. I do like Amiria and Soul Herder. And the Confounding Conundrum aspect is an interesting addition. All right, how are we sideboarding? Opponent's a Selesnya Yarion deck. Well, I guess they need to get Ruinous Ultimatumed. 29 seconds. Ruinous Ultimatum, Cyclone, Summoner. Go down. 1 Floral Hedron and 1... 1 Doomscar. Run it like that. There's a limited red ritual to set in the God of Storbs. Ooh. Yeah, the ritual is, like, very safe, though. It's not a ritual that I think is, like, going to get banned or anything. It's, like, a very, very safe ritual. Ooh, all right. Well, I mean, we got Kasima, so we will keep. I really think that Kasima is just the card we want to see most in our opening hand with this deck. Like, that's the card... That's the card that makes everything sweet happen. Spirit on the run! Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Went 6-3 in Kaldheim Limited. Pack 1, pick 1, Coma. Oh, Coma seems... Coma seems insane in Limited. It seems very, very good. Snow-Covered Island. Omakeel, yeah. I like both halves of Kasima. We do occasionally Omakeel. Normally when we have multiple Kasimas. So we might get to see Omakeel this game. Binding's good. Yeah, let's Floral Hedron. Go. Yeah, Kasima's just... It's such a cool card. Bona gets it. Hits us. Land. Well, And let's Casima. Opponent might have one of their answers, but running all snowlands, is that usually the play for standard? So we're running snowlands. So I think where I'm at with snowlands in standard is I don't think you should run them just to run them. But if you have any bit of a snow payoff, then you should definitely run them. So we have Gravenlores. All right, opponent has the removal. Well, we can just blow that up, I guess. Opponent hits us down to 14. Now, playing land, binding. The Glass Casket. Casima returns. Elicors, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. How is Conundrum bet in that deck? When I messed around with Conundrum, I found it to be challenging to trigger consistently. Opponent hits Casima. Goes attacking. Well, take a triome. Is there any way? So we don't have a world tree. How can we cast white? Oh man, we're so far off. White, black, red. Oh yeah, we're a million miles away. All right, let's just do this. Binding of the Old Gods. Can we keep our Casima for once, opponent? They drew the not many lands, but a million answers to the Casima hand. Is Casima that scary? Is that how good Casima is in this format? That if you can't immediately kill it and it goes to exile, you just scoop? Like, is it really that frightening of a card? Maybe it is. Maybe it's that good. Let me see, Crewfix. Well, that went surprisingly well. I mean, I guess they had no lands, but they were doing things. I guess we were already 1-0, so Cardboard Life it's running. Is it not working for you? It says it's working. I can restart it if it's not working. People just don't want to read. I guess I could be. Reading is a lot of work. Thor Burn. Ooh. That looks like an interesting commander deck. Mono Red Burn is an interesting under the radar archetype. I like it. Casima is a new Hydroid Crosses. I think it's just way better. Sometimes you have games with Casima where you end up drawing just an absurd amount of cards for 3 mana. You just play it and play your ramp spells. And I had a game where I just drew 50 cards, just blinked it out a couple of times, and like that was it. That was the game. I played Casima, they couldn't kill it right away. It blinks out a few times, and you got him. Oh, well, I'm glad it's working. That is the most important thing. Well, let's get tangled. Blue Collar Man, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you. That is true. The life gain in the flying aspect of crosses. But as far as just the card advantage, I think Casima's actually better. Any cards from Kaldheim you're excited to abuse? I really want to make a sweet Orvar deck, but I have not yet figured out how to make a sweet Orvar deck. I guess we just have to World Tree. New attacks. Well, I mean, we're almost to trolls already. We have double waking the troll it had. Like, if we could just binding into the... Oh, my goodness. Okay, sure. Oh, opponent, you need something. You need something. Castle Lockwayne? I don't know if that's going to do it. Innkeeper. And Lovestruck Beast. Play the land. Crack the land. Grab a snow-covered swamp. Binding. Kill Innkeeper. Pass the turn. Is Casima your top card for the first 2 days of the set? I mean, it's one of them. It has been very impressive. Can you help me figure out a new deck to use these wild cards on? Ooh, too many wild cards? That is a rare problem on Arena. Oh, we would really like to hit a land. If we draw a land that turns on... Yeah, we're going to need something here. Okay, that works. That works. So we get to snag the Trio. Evolving Wilds. So I think... Ooh, we might have to Gravenlore for a Wrath? That might be the best option. How many shares of GameStop do I own? 0. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that I was one of the people who who for the last few days was telling people to be careful and then the price was going to go back down. I'm just very skeptical of, in all honesty, I'm really skeptical of, it reminds me so much of Magic. So much of my perception of the stock market is colored by MTG Finance and like researching and knowing a lot about MTG Finance. You think you just wake the trolls here? So if we wake the trolls, we blow up a land. The problem is we're taking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we got to find a Wrath, don't we? I think if we don't take a Wrath, we're going to die before the trolls come online. Yeah, we have to. All right, we're going to go for a Wrath here. So pass the turn. I think we got to try to find Doomscar, sweep the board, and then the following turn, hopefully be able to wake the trolls. We could also hit extra turn spells, which would be good. But yeah, so when I see a stock like GameStop that's just like going way up in price for no discernible reason other than a bunch of people tried to buy it out essentially. I'm always just like immediately skeptical. All right, opponent's gonna get in, hit us. Sure. Oh, great hedge. We might be in Eldraine. We might be getting Eldraine this time. Scavenging Ooze again. Well, Graven Lore. 2 snow. One, 2, 3, 4. Actually, can we keep these? So we pay Felidary Tree. We cultivate. Yeah, alright. That might be fine. We can make blocker. Ooh. Extra turn spell's good. I like the extra turn spell. About it. Passes. Evolving Wilds. Well, we will. Elrond's Epiphany. Make a couple birds get a turn. It is pretty nice. you are not wrong about it. We'll crack Evolving Wilds. Go digging, get some snow. Hey Seth, do you think budget Mardu Knights can work in modern Pioneer? Really my favorite deck and I really want it to work. Possibly. Like I think the pieces are there to make a good Knight deck. Well, we'll play Felidary Retreat. Well, birds and cats. Crack this. Get a land. Make a cat. Cultivate. Get a land. Get a land. Make a cat. Play the land. Grow the dorks. Okay, that was a good turn. That was a good turn. That was not bad. What's my favorite deck? Haven't got to watch yesterday's stream yet. This deck's actually been super fun. I like the Legends deck. I like Giants as well. The meme like Tibalt deck is really funny, but I think I honestly have been having maybe the most fun playing this troll deck lately. But I'm still figuring out the thing about the early access is it's really hard to evaluate. You can see cool things happen, and you get to see a lot of cool players doing cool things, but it's not usually very representative of like what the actual meta is going to look like. Aw, we kind of wanted that. Boblet, Toast Big Goat, handing out gift subs to Norty, Toast Big Goats, Farchild, Zed Shadow, and Afrozetic. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you so much for all the gift subs. And thank you, Boblet. I definitely appreciate it. Ooh, can we stabilize Potent Lad? I wish you could kill this Great Henge. Order of Midnight for Innkeeper. I mean, it is kind of, as sick as I am of Eldraine, it is kind of cool to see Black-Green Adventures sort of be a thing again. Opponent passes. Yeah, binding is insane. That's definitely one of the sleepers from the set. Well, we will. One. One, two, three, four, five. All right. Bottom, 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 bottom. We'll keep the land. We still need a Wrath. We have not been able to find a Wrath. Still have not been able to find a Wrath. So we'll play the land. Waking the Troll. Didn't they have a Castle Lockwain? There we go. Blow up the Castle Lockwain. No attacks. Can we live long enough for the trolls to take over? That is the question. Yeah, the Solmiri deck's really sweet, Crocs. I like it. The Mike Arnold for the 50th month. That is absurd. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Is there a card you'd recommend to craft for free-to-play? Like, I have 4 rare wild cards and 3 mythics. So I think with limited wild cards in free-to-play playing, I would say Binding the Old Gods blows up anything lore counter 1, any non-land. Then it lets you tutor out a forest. And then the last lore counter, whatever, is not that exciting. Everything gets Death Touch. But 4 mana blow up everything and then ramp the next turn is actually a really solid card. Hey, thank you, JRC. Good to see you. So my advice, if you're free-to-play playing, is spend your wild cards to get the deck you need. Like, if I was just going to tell you, okay, I would say if you're going to get a mythic, Gold Spawn Dragon is probably the mythic that we'll see, I would guess, the heaviest play from the set. Like, that would be my pick if I was just going to get a random mythic. However, block here, block here, block here, block here. However, that doesn't do all that much for you if you're not building a Gold Spawn Dragon deck. So my advice would be to be patient, hold on to them. If you do a draft, that might be a good option. But I would decide on a deck that you actually want to play, and then try to build that deck rather than just crafting like the best mythic from the set. Hold the line, so to speak. Oh, that's not the most helpful land. Well, Castle Lockwain's kind of good. Alright, take Castle Lockwain. So we have to survive this turn, which is not a given. How have we not been able to find a Wrath? That's the part that's kind of blowing my mind here. Well, cycle. Kasima actually does help. Play Kasima. I guess we keep waking trolls. Blow up the Triome. World Tree. Okay, no death. We just gotta survive this turn and the trolls come. And once the trolls come, life is good. Do we survive the turn? That is the question. Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. If the trolls come and Kasima sticks... Alright, here comes an insane amount of card draw. Eldraine, swing for 0! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Oh, opponent's going to draw so many cards right now. We've even been blowing up their lands and they're still drawing a ridiculous number of cards. About it. Gotta make sure... Yeah. Auto order triggers needs to be off. Eldraine is just really good. It is over the top good. Triley. Oh, wow. Well, yeah. And I think that does it now. We just got a bit Eldraine. And we got a little, I would say, unlucky that we have 4 main deck Raz, and we went 32 cards deep and didn't find one. Triley and Suwillow, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, block and block. Well, come on, Wrath.
Beauty lies in variation.
We know they're here. We know they're somewhere here. Opponent plays a land. Foulmire Knight draws a card. Well, that is a Doomscar. What is on the bottom of our deck? Is it anything we want to shuffle in? Not really. There's a Waking the Trolls. All right, we'll just take Triome. Doomscar. Floral Hedron. 1, 2, 3. Fabled Passage. All right. All right. Come on. Don't die. Don't die. Whoa. Another ridiculously huge donation. McGarry. $100 donation. Good Lord. Thank you so much. Hey, Seth. A while, if you remember, we talked about possible legacy reprints for Modern Horizons. Do you have any particular new effects that you want to see print? Ugh. Jeez. All right, Mammoth draws a card. So new effects that I'd like to see printed into Modern. Thank you so much for the donation. That is a really good question. Invader, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. The god that we have is Kasima, but that's the only god we have in the deck. So we can use it to tutor out Kasima, which is actually not the end of the world, but. Oh, come. We're getting Eldraid. We're getting Eldraid. I know it's not an Eldraid card that keeps blowing up our stuff, but it is multiple Eldraid cards that let our opponent draw half their deck in their green-black deck. What would I like in... That's actually a good question. Off the top of my head, I'm not 100% sure. Modern is a tough format. I would... Yeah, I'd have to think on that one. Bluchy, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, crack Fabled Passage. I am a tiny little bit sad about how that went. Well, draw a card, down to 4. Migrations Path, cycle it. More World Trees, Binding. I'll play Binding. Kill the Mammoth. Cultivate. Get some more lands. Put a land into play. Put another land into play. Oh, we should have so many trolls. Ah, great hedge. Opponent. Yeah, I would like to tutor out Kasima, but we're just so far behind that if we ever stop killing stuff, we're just going to immediately die. Bring back cumulative upkeep. I don't think cumulative upkeep is a especially appealing mechanic. Like, I mean, it's fine, but... opponent. Heads us to 1. Yeah, gonna be tough to win from here now. You can see the games where we never... This was just a weird game. We went through our entire deck, and we did not get Kasima, and we did not get a Wrath until we were dead. What does the ability of World Tree? World Tree, it's in the deck to fix mana, but you can also pay 2 mana of each color, sacrifice it, search your library for any number of gods and put them on the battlefield. Our deck does not have many gods, so that ability, it can get a Kasima, but it doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah, cumulative upkeep, I don't know if I'd like to see that return, honestly. It's kind of just a clunky mechanic. Opponent, yeah, going off. To the top, passes. Binding, not going to do it. We've got all of our lads. All right, that was awkward. On to game 2. Do you think it'd be worth it to craft the new pathways ASAP or wait to see what standard brings? Oh, the pathways will almost always be... That is kind of an exception. If you have the wild cards, you can almost never go wrong crafting the lands from the standard set. It is almost impossible that things are going to go poorly if you do that. So, yes, if you have the wild cards, I would say snag those. Because you will use them, and you will even use them in in Historic to some extent, if you decide to play that. I upgraded Rectus Arcadus with Historics with the Pathways. Yeah, I think the Pathways are good enough for that. The hype train is rolling. Thank you so much, everyone. You think that it could be worth crafting the new Pathways? Oh, I already got that one. Historic Anthologies. I would like to see Siege Rhino. Always Siege Rhino. I want to see more fair stuff. And I would like to see Historic move a little bit away from the unfairness. What would be the best card they could reprint for the meta right now? I mean, you could put a lot of modern staples in Historic and they'd be fine. Like, you'd be fine sticking, yeah, Restos, Goyfs, Siege Rhinos, stuff like that. That is maybe the biggest one. Like, I'm still a little bit shocked and stunned that they did not allow Path to Exile when they had the opportunity and imprinted in Jumpstart and then intentionally excluded it from. Boy, it's hard to sideboard in enough stuff here. I guess Felidar Retreat's a little worse since they can blow it up constantly. Yeah, it is hard to get everything we want. Oh no, the clock is running. I wonder if it would be worth making this a Fae of Wishes deck. Oh boy. Alright, let's try it like that. I wonder if this could be a Fae of Wishes deck. It seems like it could be. Any ideas for this deck? I would worry more about Lightning Bolt being too good than about... that's good enough. I would worry more about Lightning Bolt than I would about Path, because Lightning Bolt, along with being a good removal spell, also would really power up Burn. And I think if... Oh no, we need one more land. And I think if Burn had one more good Burn spell, like literal Lightning Bolt, I think that Burn might just be one of the best decks, or maybe the best deck in the format. And that would be a little scary. What did I have for dinner? I had a grilled cheese sandwich. Okay, there's a land. That's good. Play the land. Cultivate. We need black, blue. Pass the turn. I mean, you don't think that Bolt would be really good, or that Burn would be really good if it had Bolt? You already have Wizard's Lightning. You have Skewer the Critics. Add Lightning Bolt, then you're up to 9 bolts, essentially. World Tree's a good draw. World Tree's always a good draw. There's really never a bad time to have a World Tree on the battlefield of this deck. Lightning Helix would be interesting. Yeah, grilled cheese is, like, decent, and it's pretty easy to make, so I'm a fan. Plus, it's got that good Archer quote. Grill me a cheese. Oh, there's Kasima. Well, grab the Triome. Play Kasima. Elrond's Epiphany. Alright, live, Kasima, live! Please! Please, please, please. Archer's really funny. Huh. Lavadar is scarier than I realized. When they printed Lavadar in Modern Horizons, I didn't think twice about it. I was like, oh yeah, sure, like that's super fine. But, oh my goodness, it has proven itself to be a really good card in Modern. Like, honestly, it's like a staple, essentially. It's essentially a staple of Modern. Opponent gets and hits us. Well, we need a Gravenlore, mate. Oh. You know what? We're going to go for this. Wake the Trolls. I mean, opponent could have the answer. But if we survive this one turn without losing our Waking the Trolls, then we get to Elrond's Epiphany, extra turn, ultimate, Trolls, win. So, let's dodge. We gotta fade the new Saga one time. Opponent hits us down to 5. Disappointing. Disappointing, I say. Well, blow up your stuff, play a land. Huh. First draft get a foil Turgid. Ooh, that is awesome. Congratulations. Yeah, Turgid is like one of the best commander cards. Opponent has a duress. Well, we need some card draw. We need some card draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we're not that far away from sacking World Treating in Kasima. Foulmire Knight draws a card. Land passes. Well, Aaron's Epiphany. Extra turn. Play the land. Go to our extra turn. Go to combat. Attack you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 2 more lands? Getting there. We're getting there. Hey, what's up, Flippin' Jake? How are you? Good to see ya. Lovestruck Beast. Yeah. Opponent is getting low on cards, which is nice. Boy, if we could draw Gravenlore, maybe we just need 4 Gravenlores. Maybe that's... I don't know. What do you think? What is this deck missing? This deck feels so close to being insane. But I feel like it's just missing a tiny bit of something, and I'm not sure what. Probably card draw. Maybe we need actual Hydroid Crosses. Okay, Lovestruck Beast. Pass the turn. What about Lava Spike or Shard Volley? Shard Volley would be interesting. That's Lightning Bolt with a actual real cost. So I could see that being a good option. Lava Spike, I feel like, would still be really good in Burn. I don't know if I want Burn to be top tier at Historic. And I'm afraid if you get another, like, 3 damage, 1 mana Burn spell, then I'm a little bit afraid that will mean Burn is, like, a legit top tier deck. And I'm not sure if we want that, honestly. I'll get a Forest. Lotus Cobra. Pass the turn. I've been playing Isn't Giants and been having a blast. Ooh, yeah, Isn't Giants is such a sweet deck. I want to try it again now that we're in the actual meta, not on pre-release day or early access day. See how it does against decks like this, against the Eldraine decks. We didn't play, like, I know we talked about it a little bit, about Eldraine cards, but we didn't honestly play against that many Eldraine decks compared to, like, what the actual top tier meta is like. So I'm really curious. Opponent, more Murderous Riders. Yeah. Big draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, all right. Pass the turn. About it goes to combat. Hell, sack a World Tree. Get a Kasima. Oh, opponent's got them all. They got them all. All right, well, we're back to needing a real draw. Can we get a real draw? No. More lands. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's so brutal. Oh, all right. I'm going to add more card draw after this game. I don't know. We can look at the gods, but I am actually... World Trees in this deck, not... Like, the god text, I think, is funny against the odds text, but I actually think the gods text is like funny against the odds text. I don't think you really play it for that reason. Opponent gets in. Well, World Tree again. Kasima again. Block your Murderous Rider again. Kasima gets exiled. Well, crack Evolving Wilds. At least we got a Kasima now, which is good. Kasima's going to draw some cards. Yes, counter number 1. Fabled Passage, counter number 2. Kasima's at 8, counter number 2. We finally stuck in Kasima. Counter number 3 from Fabled Passage. Yes. Cultivate. Land. Put into play. Kasima goes into play. There's no way they got another removal spell, right? We're good? Are we good to actually troll? Oh, can we not troll? Our red mana's tapped, so I guess we can't troll. That's awkward. Well, play Lotus Cobra. Wait, can we troll? No. That's what we get for sacking all of our world trees. We'll play this. Doomscar. Go. Stayed alive. Yeah, but you could run a few 1-ofs, right? Just for world tree, just in case. I mean, you could for fun. I think the problem is they would have to be gods. We can look at the gods. They would have to be gods that we would also want to draw. Because I don't know if we want to plan. I mean, I think we're going to do a full-on, like, world tree deck in the near future on the YouTube channel, like, for Against the Odds. So don't worry. I have plans to go all in on that aspect of world tree. But it would have to be gods that we would be okay with drawing, and we'd have to figure out what we would be okay with cutting from our deck to do that. Order Midnight. Wow. So our opponent is going to play into this Wrath. Kasima. Exile it. Play the land. Counter on Kasima. Add white. Doomscar. Troll time. Blow up your land. Lotus Cobra. Go. We haven't seen... Oh, man, this game's been ridiculous. Please don't blow it up. We just want to see some... We're just trying to troll you about it. Come on. Come on. Accept the trolling. Opponent. We'll look at the gods after this game. We'll take a look. We'll take a look after this game. It'll be easier when we can actually look at the cards in the deck. Good to be here and see you streaming. Curious if you think mutate... Oh, dear. Okay. Was not expecting that. Was not expecting that. Well. Fabled Passage. Add green. Crack Fabled Passage. Last land. Get back Kasima. Blue. Gravenlore. Oh boy. We have two creatures. Bottom. A Wrath would be better, but I know if we just spin for a Wrath. This lets us kill two things. Kill this, kill this. They'd have to... Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I don't think we need World Tree, though, now. Alright. Keep the two removal spells. Binding. Blow up Lovestruck Beast. Lotus Cobra. Oh, boy, our opponent has not made this easy, but I think we're finally going to get the trolls. Wow, this has been a ridiculous game. So far, we've been blowing out opponents with the new Wrath. Okay. Okay, that's not great. The Gorik! Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, opponent is once again going off. Yeah, we're going to have to kill the Order of Midnight. Boy, it's hard to keep. It is hard to keep that down. It just keeps happening. So I think we're going to have to hit another Wrath because this just keeps happening. Kill the Order of Midnight. Opponent draws a card. I have not told Crib his head looks like his Witch controller. It's on my list. It's on my list. I mean, Kazima is a strong card for sure. Well, here comes the trolls. We get 6. We will wake the trolls again. Blow up your land. Binding. Get rid of the innkeeper. Pass the turn. What a crazy game. We are playing 5-color trolls right now. Good to be here, see you streaming. Curious if you think Mutate is still viable. Also, throwing Nexus Mexus with World Tree is dope. Yeah, I think Massive Nexus World Tree is definitely hilarious if you'd pull it off. But binding. Gonna blow up our trolls again. Well, go to combat. Opponent. Blocks. I don't know if we're going to actually win that. Oh, they trample? That's even better than I realized. Well, we can do it again next turn because we still have more bindings. Opponent. I didn't know the trolls trampled, honestly. I don't know if we had lethal or not. We may have. Opponent. Oh my goodness! Oh. Well, we will pass the turn. Opponent. Goes attacking. Block, block, block. We go to 1. Opponent. Gem Razor. Well, we're gonna counter. That doesn't do anything past the turn. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to close this out. Opponent. Oh, well, I guess you're supposed to build a Turgor Silvestein. Phone it. Another Lovestruck Beast. Another Lovestruck Beast. Well, that is a good draw. Graven Lore, full snow. A million lands. We'll keep the Disdainful Stroke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So we gotta make this Waking the Trolls lethal. That is it. That is our way that we can win this game. How do we do this? How do we do this? We can't die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, go to combat. Attack. Whew. Yeah, we'll get a Casima eventually. Opponent. Blocks. Blocks. We're wrathing. I mean, we're going to wrath, so I think we have to. We might as well attack, because we're wrathing anyway. So we might as well get in a little bit of damage. So our game plan here, now we Doomscar. So our game plan here, we get to leave up the counter. Next turn, we can Waking the Trolls and possibly Elrond's Epiphany. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, Waking the Trolls. Blow up your land. Elrond's Epiphany. Take an extra turn. Wow, we might get there at 1 life. This has been a ridiculously close game. Waking the Trolls. Get back a Scryland. Triggers 7 cards in our deck to the bottom. Ugh. All right, one more. Evolving Wilds. Decline. Get back Casima, draw a card. Go to combat. Attack you. Oh, I think we did it. Opponent, Devil, Scry. We have the Disdainful Stroke, and the Trolls are coming through. Wow. Wow, that was a game. That was a game. Opponent passes. No, we're going to keep you around. Here comes a handful of Trolls. Go to combat. Attack you. Wow, we had to go through our entire deck and down to 1 life. And through all of our Trolls, but it got there eventually. Whew. I know it's a new mechanic, but you keep on not foretelling cards. So I think foretell loses a lot of value when we have like 15 lands on the battlefield. The upside of foretell, I think, is kind of twofold. One is if you have a bunch of foretell cards, you can keep your opponents guessing as to what cards you have. So that's an upside. The other upside is you get a discount. Like Doomscar, being able to foretell it on turn 2, flip it up for 3, that's really good. But once we already have like a million lands and can easily just hardcast Doomscar and other stuff in the same turn, then I think there's very little value in foretelling it and more or less telling our opponent, hey, there's a Wrath, don't keep playing your stuff because it's going to get blown up. So I feel like in the late game, then, not that for this deck in specific, I feel like it loses a lot of utility there. Should we have won when he had 6 Trolls in Death Touch? Possibly? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I don't remember what our opponent's life total was. I mean, each of our Trolls probably would have got in for 3. Our opponent had a lifelinker, so they would have gained 2 at least. So we would have hit our opponent for 18, minus 2 from lifelink. And I don't remember exactly what their I mean, I feel like that's kind of the same way. Like, when we have a ton of mana, why spend more to foretell it and spend 8 mana total when we have more than enough mana to just hardcast it for 7? So I think that I like foretell a lot in the early game as a way to speed up your stuff. But when in a deck like this, when you already have a ton of mana, I feel like it's not nearly as exciting in the late game. If that makes any amount of sense. Ugh. All right. Whew. In a nick of time. Do you think that Wizards will release a full art Snowlands and Arena for cosmetic purposes? I'm pretty sure there are full arts available in the store. You got a job? Congratulations, Elf! That is awesome! Oh, I hope you love it. That's super cool. As much as we want World Tree, I don't think we can keep just World Tree. So this is going to be a game where foretelling is awesome. Like this is exactly the scenarios where foretell is insane. Like we're going to be able to get down this Doomscar foretold on turn 2. And that's going to set us up amazingly for the rest of the game for whenever we need a Wrath. I didn't pull up on a reader day. Been working a lot. Thank you, Gig. Ooh, nice. Gonna be home from work, which means I might be able to catch Monday streams. Oh, awesome. Yeah, Monday streams are fun. Our EU friendly stream time. Yeah, let's start hiding away Wraths. Would the tribal -3/-3 be good in this deck? Misses all your trolls. Maybe. Well, foretell. Evolving Wilds. We need Komia. Kazima. Komia. Definitely not Komia. I think I'm mixing multiple cards together. Vote against it hits us. Oh, did y'all notice when Wizards published the state of the game? They said explicitly that there's going to be 5 standard sets this year. So I think that means that... Oh, please run out that love. So opponents... See, so our opponent, they see the Doomscars hiding and... Or assume that their Doomscar is hiding and are not flooding the board with their stuff, which is a wise play on our opponent's part. Yeah, so apparently it's going to be 2 different Innistrad sets this fall. Hey, good to see you, Everdeen. I'm glad you made it. Welcome. You think it's coming in December? Could be. But do you think it's the winter set? I assume it's not the winter set, but it's just an extra set? Play the land. You know what? Let's Doomscar. Save the board. Pass the turn. Boot it. Draw some cards. I was thinking, but I feel like we need to hold on to Mythos for a future Great Henge. That was my initial thought. Just kill the Lovestruck, take 2, make them play more into the Doomscar. But I kind of feel like we want to try to save it for a Great Henge if we can. Maybe. World Tree, Migration Path. Random lands. Take our beats. Pass the turn. Post Emrakul Innistrad is going to be super fun. You still have the Eldrazi Cultist running around with monsters coming back. Some will be unified with humans, some not. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be sweet. I actually think that Emrakul Innistrad was worse than original Innistrad. I would rather have more traditional Innistrad personally. Like original Innistrad, I think was better than our returned Innistrad. Yeah, I think 4 Gravenlore is the way to go. Try adding Rakdos Saga to the Croxa deck for Terror of Mount Velis. Ooh, Gargaroth. Huh. Well, all right. I guess you actually got us to spend our Mythos. Final Passage. Go. Muskels! I'm doing well. How are you? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Mammoth. Yeah. Bone it. They gotta be holding a bunch of removal in hand. Well, thin the deck. Crack the Fabled Passage. Felidar Retreat, sweet. Play Felidar Retreat. Fabled Passage. Cat. Pass the turn. This might be setting us up for our opponent to get down Great Henge, though, which I'm actually kind of pretty frightened about. Opponent has a Murderous Rider. Hey, going well, Christoph. How are you? All right. All right. What do you got about it? Land. Oh, come on, no great hedge. I was attacking. Well, sack. Land. Cat. Oh, all right. Another murderous rider, so was a ton of removal in hand. Bone it. Binding of the Old Gods. Well, we're going to need to draw some cultivates real quick. Thin the deck. I mean, we've gotten almost all the lands out of our deck. We just haven't hit. We haven't sniffed a bit of card draw. That is the issue. Oh, empty-handed. More Graven Lore is definitely going in after this game, I think. Combo deck for you with Thorn, Mantle, Striker. Remove a counter with Broodmoth for infinite sack. Yeah, I think that's a super cool idea. That was one. Was it you that sent it to me before the preview stream? We didn't actually get to it, but it was the same combo. Well, all right, cycle. And cultivate. Oh! Wow, that was a ridiculous match. Boy, that fizzle was brutal. You can see what happens when you don't find any card draw, which I think means we just need to add more card draw. Like, that's the issue. I mean, Ugin is definitely the correct thing to play in the top of every deck, but I just have a hard time bringing myself to do it. Ay, 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 ay. All right, let's look at this. So people mention gods. I don't really think so. My opinion of World Tree, we talked about it a little. I think the god text is like funny against the odd stuff, but I'm pretty sure that World Tree is going to show up in a lot of decks, and I think it's going to show up in a lot of decks that don't even play gods, period. So I don't think just because you're playing World Tree to fix your mana, I don't think you necessarily want to put a bunch of gods in your deck unless they are... Why is that all that's showing up? Huh? All right, now it appears to be working. But I don't think you want to throw a bunch of gods in the deck just to have more options for your World Tree. That said, if there's a god that's good for your deck, then I think adding it in makes sense. Like, if it's a god you want anyway, you're on the fence about, then maybe having World Tree is a tiebreaker for throwing it in. I'm not exactly sure. Like, Asika's interesting, except we don't really have any creatures, so we're going to just be, if we play the backside, we're just going to be getting bad mana dorks, which is awkward. Yeah, Godzilla is technically a god. I mean, Jorn untaps our mana. Is that worth it? There's some like traditional old school gods. Is that worth it? I also think you can place him in the sideboard. Like, Clothis is not a bad sideboard card. The 5-drop blue god, it's going to be tiny in our deck, right? We have Doomscar and 2 Elrond's Epiphanies. Well, I guess getting pumped by cards in our hands, sometimes it'll be big because of that. Choosing card types. I mean, out of all the gods we've looked at, that might be the one that would be closest to being good. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on Redain, honestly. The backside might be interesting. I mean, the front side's okay. It probably depends on how many snowlands there are. The front half does tax some stuff. And the other question is, what are we going to cut? Because I really feel like... the number one thing is we need 2 more Graven Lores. Like, I feel like 2 more Graven Lores is most important to avoid what happened that last game. Because I feel like there is a risk that we're just like, ramp, and we don't find Waking the Trolls, and we run out of cards in hand. We don't find Kasima, and then all of a sudden, we're kind of doing nothing. So I feel like 2 more Graven Lores is the first thing we need to add. But the ramp is also really important for making the deck work. We have 23, so we have 26 lands with the Floral Hedrons. I could see, like, Binding isn't going anywhere because that's also our main removal spell. So that's not getting cut. I like the Epiphanies. Maybe we could go down one Doomscar, although I feel like Doomscar is really good. We could maybe trim like a Migration's Path. And then we'd have, yeah, I guess that's fine. We can go down a Migration's Path. I think Casima's our Valakut's Exploration, essentially. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. This is just like a way better, I think, version of Valakut's Exploration for the most part. Maybe we go 6 Mana Dorks. 25 actual lands. 6 Mana Dorks. Full-on Gravenlores. That might actually be good. Drop a Doomscar and a Troll's Enchantment. The extra lures make you hit them more consistently. I mean, Alrund's Epiphany also seems good in this deck. We could add in more Alrund's Epiphanies. I feel like Waking of the Trolls tends to get blown up, though. Yeah, Retreat is mostly in the deck just to make chump blockers to keep us alive. But maybe it's not necessary. Let's add in one more Nexus. All right, let's try it like this. Binding, that's probably true. It seems like everyone is playing Binding, and we keep getting bound. Oh, Scoop Mob over Retreat. Yes, I mean, Scoop Swarm is good, and Scoop Swarm would probably be decent in the deck. I mean, if it comes down to it, we can always add a Ugin. That's the fail safe. Like, if we're not happy with how it works without Ugin, worst case, we're just like, okay, Ugin, and then we go undefeated. the cheaty way, not cheating, but you know what I mean. The way to get some free standard wins. You're like, Ugin. What's Ugin? So many lands. Icebreaker Kraken. We tried Icebreaker Kraken in a snow deck yesterday, and it just didn't feel very good. It's big, and I like the bigness, so it can just be a finisher because of its size, essentially. But it doesn't really do much other than being big, which is kind of annoying. Like, it is just big. But I mean, it wouldn't be horrible. I mean, could play. I think another fun idea would be to just go in on World Tree and in a bunch of ultimatums. I think that'd be super fun. Although it's a little bit disappointing that there isn't an easy way to find World Tree. I couldn't find any. I don't think there is a card in Standard that can tutor up World Tree and non-basic lands. Like in Grim Tutor or something, but there's no Expedition Map style cards. Golos is gone, right? Historic, that would work. We have not gotten Cosmia down as a boat yet. I think Casima is so good non-boat mode that we normally got to get one going in exile first, and then the second one can go in boat mode. But having one going in exile is like the most important thing to our deck, really. Play Fabled Passage. Add a mana. Go to combat. Attack. Hit ya. Pass the turn. If our opponent taps down, we're going to definitely Gravenlore. Alright, Brazen Borrower. Well, crack this. Alright, this is our chance. Yeah, Gravenlore's really good. Blue, so we need, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess we get blue anyway. Get Snow-Covered Island. Add blue. Gravenlore. Bottom. Okay. That's Awakening the Trolls. Pass the turn. Redain on 3 can make the opponent's sagas cost 6. Tap their snowlands. Also, the backside artifact is very good against Weenie. Yeah, maybe. I mean, we could try it. Maybe it's worth it. I feel like it'll probably just die a lot because we don't have that many other creatures for our opponents to target, but it does feel like it can be good in some matchups. Hey, what's up, King of Carrot Flowers? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, we'll have to try Redain. Also, keep an eye on how many people are playing Snowlands. I think that also plays into it. Opponent, gonna start hiding their love away. Well, next goal is get Kasima going. Well, replay Lotus Cobra. Opponent. Backside artifact can gain a lot of life. How does it gain a lot of life? Yeah, remember they intended Uro to be around. They intended Uro to be around during this. Well, play Kasima. I got a feeling this might be a counter, but we'll see. If we need a tutor for World Tree Knight, Leia's Intervention works with 3 mana Sylvan Scrying with upside. Yeah, opponent does have a counter hiding away. Untaps. Well, no Kasima for us, apparently. I wonder, how do you think Counterspell is going to go at Standard? Do you think that Saw It Coming is going to be a card that leads to, like, endless complaints on the MTG Arena subreddit? It feels like the kind of card people are going to get salty about. The same, I think, is also a little true of Doomscar. I kind of expect that those are going to be cards people are complaining about a lot. Well, play the land, add some mana. Waking the Trolls. Do we have another counter spell? Holy counters. Wow, this deck's all in on the counters over there, apparently. What is this like? Is it control? Is it counter spells? Aether Control's gonna make a lot of people salty. Yeah. Seems fun. Alright, Phoenix of Ash. Leaving up a counter spell. Always leaving up the counter spell. Let's play Felidary Retreat. Oh my god! Holy crap, that's a lot of counters! They really are playing. They got every counter that is legal in Standard. They just got them all. Every single one. Opponent hits us, passes. Well, we'll play Snow-Covered Plains. Trigger. Add blue. Waking the Trolls. Opponent's gonna draw some cards. Maybe we gotta play Coma. Maybe we gotta play Coma in the sideboard. That actually seems like a good idea. If decks that are just mono counters are gonna be a thing, Coma seems like a sweet answer to those decks. Blow up a land. Opponent finally whiffed on a counter. Hit ya. We resolved something. It happened. Why wouldn't we be playing 5-color Trolls? Opponent. Another Brazen Borrower. Sure. Well, he did not Brazen Borrower Waking the Troll, though. Hits us. 14. I'll take Fabled Passage. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9. Lotus Cobra. Sacrifice. Snow-covered swamp. Add a mana. Oh, we still don't have enough to do both, do we? Land. Add a mana. All right, Gravenlore. Oh, we do have enough. All right, Gravenlore. Did you find a counter? About it. Thinking about it. Uh-oh. I mean, we have counters once we get to sideboard. What's the best anti-counter? It's got to be Coma. I think Coma would just beat this deck, right? What does this deck do about Coma? It feels like this deck would just straight up lose. Like, if we just ramp into Coma, I'm definitely going to add a Coma to the sideboard because it feels insane in this matchup. Opponent, wow. Cycles Shark for 0. They really want to hit a counter. Shark for 0 to try to find a counter. Yeah, we'll keep a Doomscar, I guess. Or 2. Huh. Yeah. I guess we'll Graven again end step. The awkward part is we're going to wrath away all of our trolls. Which is a little bit awkward. Bottom. Do we want Kasima? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got to start killing stuff. All right. Land binding. More waking the trolls. Well, we'll see. Gonna be close. Could be super close. Yeah, extra turn would be nice. Opponent. Fabled Passage. Attacks. Hits us. 9. And... well, here comes the trolls. Binding. Come on. No counters. Yeah, Gravenlore's really good. Blow up Brazen Borrower. Play the land. Binding. Come on, hold. I mean, the trolls will hopefully win. We just gotta not die this turn. I'm just afraid of dying this turn, basically. Well, the trolls don't have haste, so we gotta survive one more turn. Alright, blow up Phoenix of Ash. Foretell. Go attacking. Hit ya. All right, pass the turn. We might be overcoming a ridiculous amount of counters. Is this Naya Ramp? This is... oh boy. Okay. Wow, that's lethal, isn't it? Wow, it's in one short? Oh my god. Opponent plays a land. Gets back Phoenix. Well, they have another Bone Crusher in hand? Oh my goodness. Oh. Wow. Oh my goodness, that was so brutal. Oh. Huh. Definitely adding Coma, because I think if we play Coma, our opponent just scoops. So definitely adding Coma to the sideboard. We can bring in some Mystical Disputes to fight our opponent's apparently infinite suite of counter spells. So many counters. Yeah, trim, 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 trim. Nightmare to clear the graveyard. I mean, they don't seem to be using their graveyard that much, right? Yeah, I mean, we have a bunch of cards that would be okay. The hard part is cutting stuff out. Like, we can't really cut a ramp. We can't cut Waking the Trolls. There's not a whole lot of stuff to take out. So in theory, like, 3 Agonizing Remorses, couple of Elspeth's Nightmares, those are all, like, fine cards, more counter spells, but I feel like if we sideboard in, like, 8 or 10 cards, we're gonna have to take out too many of our, like, key pieces to bring in cards that, like, may or may not be, like, they're okay, but it's not like any of them are game-winning. If we had 4 Comas, they'd all be coming in. No, Force Go. Hopefully we have some more lands. About it. Hey, what's up, Brady? How are you? We're trolling, literally. Because I only played so many of your budget decks. I only have like 4 wild cards left, but I have our 20 mythic rare wild cards. Seth, please make a mythic rare mania deck. Oh, that could be kind of funny. Maybe I'll make a mythic tribal deck for you, so you can spend your wild cards on. Hey, what's up, Infinetti? How are you? Yeah, stream every Tuesday and Thursday, and also Mondays usually, and Wednesday this week for early access. About it. What card am I talking about? Wait, what did I say about it? All right, opponent has a Bolt. Come on, lands! Lands, lands, lands. How is... Well, hide it away. How is Magic on phone? Is anyone having success with it? Coma, the serpent, the new uncounterable serpent. Seems like a good sideboard card for our deck to play against decks like this that are just all counters and can theoretically never kill it. That's awkward. That's real awkward. The deck builder is interesting. Like, is it good? Are you enjoying it? First time watcher. Hey, what's up, Bailey? How are you? I'm using the World Tree God deck turn 1 kill. Wait. Oh, 1 turn kill. Okay, that makes that makes more sense. I was thinking we're doing at turn 1. I was like, whoa, wow, that is very impressive. But 1 turn kill is still quite impressive. Maybe not quite as impressive as turn 1 World Tree kill, but still. Arena for votes is okay. Weird interface to PC, but I need to get used to it. Yeah, I guess that's probably true. That's probably, well, opponent's almost certainly just holding 7 counter spells, possibly 8 counter spells somehow. About it. Craig's Fabled Passage. It is linked, which is sweet. Played a few games, works great. Awesome. I really hope it's good. I think that would be really huge for Arena and also Magic if the mobile version was actually good. Did you already talk about the Tibalt Trickery deck? The meme standard one or the meme modern one? Someone 5-0'd with... Oh boy. All right. Well... So this is almost certainly game now. Part of the power of Gold Spawn is essentially this. So now our opponent can play it for 5, have 2 mana left over for a counter spell. So then it's kind of like a more expensive, slower mono blue tempo. I mean, the big issue here is we're just completely and utterly mana screwed, and we cannot actually do anything, which is that's been the biggest issue. But now it's going to be we try to kill it, they counter it, they get another treasure, they try to kill it, they counter it. And that is part of why Gold Spawn is probably the best mythic from the set by far. Binding is really good. Little less good when your opponent's counterspell tribal and you're mana screwed, but in general it's very good. How do you feel about this Dragon vs. Glorybringer? For older formats, I mean, I think this one's just over. We're not going to resolve a spell this game. Not a spell. Binding. Opponent. Counters. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one and add a Coma to the sideboard, hopefully. Yeah, Binding the Old Gods has been very solid. Yeah, let's add in a Coma. I mean, we'll probably add it in, and then we will not play any Counterspell Tribal decks, but it's still probably good. Do you think it's worth it to put Confounding Conundrum on the sideboard of an Is It aggro deck? Is it aggro in... my personal experience is that Confounding Conundrum has been just... I don't want to say horrible, but probably horrible. Honestly, I have never seen Confounding Conundrum actually be good. Not that it can't be good somewhere sometime. Like, I'm sure there is times when it's good, but I have just personally never experienced them. So I would lean towards no as far as adding it to two decks in standard, but Pelugrinos is for rogues. That is if you don't have escape stuff, you're pretty much just drawing dead to rogues. So why is Stonecoil Serpent not a Zerbit? That is a good question. It's kind of like the old Magic cards where they have artwork of things with wings, but they don't have flying. It's one of those kind of weird things. So I don't know. That is very strange. I guess because it's an artifact. I don't know. Artifacts have different rules, I guess, with creature types. This is my World Tree deck with a lot of removal and gods that keep coming back. Ooh, let me see, Grateful. Ooh. That definitely looks super fun. Yeah, you get some some flavorful Wraths too. Anger of the Gods and Wrath of Gods in Historic. I mean, just keep sweeping the board and playing gods. That definitely seems spicy. Well, seems fine. Bows without reach. Yeah, that's another classic Magic flavor punt. Nice. That's sweet, Grateful Dead. Actually working. It's always sweet when you brew up a crazy deck and then it actually works at least fairly regularly. Well, World Tree, go. Ugh. This is probably not a good Coma matchup. This is going to be sacrifice all of our stuff. Yoink all of our stuff, probably. Well, You know what? We're not even going to play it yet. We're going to take the safe route. Everything dies. There's so many Mode Crushers and other removal spells that there's no way that Lotus Cobra is gonna live. Does Teferi make Doomscar where it's legal the best possible Wrath? Oh, opponent also is Kasiming, and we don't even have ours. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good news. Let's see. Green. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Our mana's going to be perfect in a minute. Oh, a little too slow. Well, get this. Get this. Oh, well, opponent gets to start drawing cards. Not thrilled about that. Have I gotten to play Green-Black Elves? I have not. Has anyone tried Elves in Standard? I feel like... So, Elves is a tribe that my initial feelings are they need another set or two I feel like there's some good elf creatures, but I don't really see any elf payoffs. So that's kind of the issue I've been having with elves in standard is I'm just not. I'm just not 100% sure what the payoff is. There's not really a Lord. There's no like Azuris. There's no Crater Hoof. What are yeah, that is I mean, I guess there's a Saga is like kinda an anthem, but I'm not sure if that's enough. I feel like we'll definitely try them before this, but I'm kind of thinking that elves is almost a plant for the D&D set, and that once we get to the D&D set in the summer, then we'll get some elf lords and stuff, and then they'll probably be like, then they'll probably be a legitimate tribe, almost like how they gave us party in Zendikar Rising, and huh? Really? What in the world is happening? Almost like how we got party with. Huh. This is awkward. This is. you, you go, opponent. You go. Thankfully, we don't play good permanents, so. Alright, yeah. Yeah. Well, play this. Add a mana. Binding of the Old Gods. Blow up Zarasad. Binding of the Old Gods. Blow up that. Hit ya. Oh, but Casima's going to come down and refill, and we have not found our Casima. So yeah, we'll definitely try them. If you found a payoff for elves or a build that's been working, definitely let me know, because I would like to have a good elf deck. I think it'd be really sweet, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know there's technically like the theme deck elf lord, but I don't think that actually counts. For the most part, if it's not from one of the main sets, they're like not made to really be playable. And 4 mana is just it's 4 mana lords are just not good in general. Not I mean they're fun. I'm not trying to come down on them, but in general 4 mana lords, unless it has an absurd amount of upside, are just not good enough for actual standard play. Oh, come on now. Oh, come on now. Well, get a forest. Add a 1, 2, 3. Add a mana. Get a forest. Add a mana. Play Casima. Play the land. Add a mana. Waking the Trolls. Blow up our World Tree opponent. Oh, that Casima though. I'll blow it up. I guess we hide our love away past the turn. Well, yeah, hit ya. Sorry if I didn't hear a comment. Why not Maskwood? Is the mana slot too much? Oh, I think the problem. I mean, so Maskwood. We will definitely play a Maskwood. A Maskwood. World Tree against the odd style deck. The biggest issue with this deck is we just have creatures. Like the World Trees in this deck basically exclusively to fix our mana. Like, I guess we have found Casima with it a couple of times, but really, if it did not have that last line of text, I would be perfectly fine with playing it. Like, it's in our deck to make our mana work. So we just don't have enough creatures in this deck. Even if we had Nexus, we could get a Kasima, a couple of Tangled Floral Hedrids, and some Lotus Cobras. So it's just not enough to actually matter. So I think if you want to go Master with Nexus plan, then I think you want to add a bunch of creatures. You want to have a plan to winning the game when you activate it. If you're gonna take the turn off, yeah, opponent draws a new hand. Pretty good. Oh, Kasima's so busted. Thieves Guild Enforcer mills us. And kills our Kasima, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, get back World Tree. Trigger. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, okay, we got a plan. Is it enough? 1, 2, 3. Doomscar. Sweep the board. Alrund's Epiphany. Extra turn. Get to our trolls. Here comes the trolls. We will draw some cards. Full snow. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, those are all cards we want. And you know what? Let's keep the land too. Actually, no. Yeah, alright, keep those 3. Keep waking the trolls. Blow up your triome. Hit ya. I think we're taking the rogues down. New Rakdos Sack deck with Kaldheim cards. Ooh, let me see. Did you see the enchantment bug from earlier? Yeah, someone tweeted it to me. It's the... I forget the name of it. The snow land enchantment, right? Was not working. Yeah, what do you say, opponent? What do you say? Can you beat the trolls? Feels like a risky mana base for what Rogues is usually doing. Aghanim's Awakening, gets back some dorks. Mills us some more. And passes. Yeah, Sacrifice looks good, JP. I think something like that looks sweet. I would maybe consider Egon too. I could see Egon being very good in that deck. No, you're good. Yeah, that's definitely awkward to have bugs on release day, essentially. Well, get back Fabled Passage. Binding. Blow up Kasima. Gravenlore. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep a binding. Land. Binding. Blow up Thieves Guild. Kill ya? Troll ya? Taking down the rogues! Taking down the rogues! Opponent, sneaky reach. I don't think it matters, right? Death? Destruction? Ooh, okay. Oh, we got him. We got him. We got him. Does anyone know if duplicate commons and uncommons from limited contribute to vault progress? They do. Actually, if you want a... Oh, I can't show you why the game's going on. All right, before we go to our next game, game 3, Game 2. A super quick reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you can get them at cardkingdom.com. The trick is, I just learned this. So if you're going to buy a bunch of packs or crack a bunch of packs for the new set, and you got a bunch of common or uncommon wild cards, which sometimes build up, if you craft them all first, then as you're opening your packs or drafting, then you will be getting vault progress towards rares or mythics rather than a bunch more commons and uncommons that you're going to get anyway. So I think that's actually a pretty good technique. I didn't invent that. A lot of people have done that. And I've done it before, but what I didn't know, I was going through, if you ever crafted cards, you can go through and like right click and actually like craft. That's really slow, but if you just like add them all to a deck list, that's what I finally did today. I just pulled up all the cards I didn't have from Kaldheim, the commons, and just created a deck list and quickly click, added them all in, and then and then craft it all, and that definitely helps a lot. Duo Ed, first time sub, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Well, Rogue Tech in, which is Pelucranos, Chainweb, Arachna. Coma still just, well, does it die? It dies if we don't have a serpent. You know what? Let's keep it Coma. And then maybe like, oh boy, running short on time. So one Binding out, one Doomscar out, one Migration Path out, one Elrond's Epiphany out. Run it like that. Ooh, little slow with the sideboarding. Opening Kasima and Moto. I'm holding it until it's in the meta. I feel like it might be worth something. I think that is a wise choice. I feel like Kasima is a card that I very much underrated it. Like, before playing with it, I thought it looked sweet, and I said it was one of my favorite gods, but I hadn't really thought through how in the right deck, oh my goodness, it is incredibly powerful. Ooh, blue-white aggro. That looks interesting. Kind of a like slightly taxy, evasive aggro deck. I wonder if Nico would be worth it in there. That does look solid though. I saw someone usher the Fallening earlier, and it actually is kind of a nice one drop. Like a Savannah Lions that if you got nothing better to do can make a 1/1. That's actually pretty good. Do you like playing group slug decks in Commander? I do, although I don't play them all that often, because I don't know if they're fun for everyone else, but I do think they're fun to play once in a while. I've started working on my first Commander decks from, opponent did a bunch of mulliganing. I've started working on my first Commander decks for Kaldheim for Commander Clash. Ooh. What is this 6 song? Wait. There's a song? I don't think there's any music. Valky? Wow, opponent's got a little bit of everything going on. I will say, I very much appreciate our opponent jamming a bunch of new cards in their deck. They could have just played the same rogue deck with no updates from last standard, and it would probably be... I mean, we know that's a good deck, but I appreciate that our opponent is... Yeah, they're roguing, but they're roguing with some spice. It's actually not Orvar, oddly. Orvar is one of the commanders I'm most excited to play, but I'm actually not Orvaring. I have a Asika / prismatic bridge. And I think it's gonna be sweet. I think that's my excuse to play God Tribal, maybe. It feels like that would be the perfect God Tribal commander. And then you World Tree, and then you get them all, and then you kill Tomer first. Scries to the bottom. About it. Pass it. Well, Kasima. Ooh, resolves. All right, Fabled Passage, go. man. Who will be piloting Coma? Oh, there's so many good commanders from the set that I'm actually not sure. It's going to take a while to DLC play. Can you... Oh, go over the common tip for wildcards again? Yeah, I mean, if you're going to open a bunch of packs, like say you bought the pre-order bundle, and you have a bunch of... Ew, we kind of lost lands that we wanted. And you have a bunch of wild cards. If you craft the cards from the set first and then open the pack, that's going to give you faster vault progress towards rares and mythics. Hey, what's up, Dork Sheriff? How are you? Good to see you. Opponent. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. No, no, no. Oh, they had to mill so they could kill it. I see. All right, well. Casimo one down. I mean, opponent is down to one card. They're probably trying to steal our Casima. Opponent passes. Ooh, World Tree's nice. So I'll play Casima number 2. Play World Tree. Come on. Let us attack with this Casima. Opponent. Yeah, it's actually a good tip for Arita for... Oh boy, 2 Thought Thieves. Okay. That is a bit of a problem. A little bit. About it. Hits us. Mills us a ton. I guess we gotta... Oh, no, we can wait. Alright, sure. Mills us. Rogues. Yeah. Down to 16. We untap. Casima. Going to exile. Land. Well, Binding's not a land, but it is good. Crag this. Snow-covered swamp. Counter on Casima. Binding. Blow up a Thought Thief. Pass the turn. Oh, we need to turn on this World Tree so our mana's good so we can Wrath. I did the uncommon thing too ever since they released so many historic cards. I won't have many uncommon wild cards to spare. Yeah, that's also true. With them throwing in so many supplemental sets, that does require more wild cards. About it, gets it, builds us. Hey Seth, did you see the MH1 Full Art Snowlands on Arena in the bundle section? Yes, I haven't bought that, but I did see them. I want Ice Age. A petition to Wizards. Ice Age snow-covered basics, please. I will give you money. I will give you money if you give me the old border ones. Valakut Awakening, Cycles. Well, Trio. I think we gotta put it into play because we need lands. Well, Cultivate works. Sort of. You and you. One into play. Play a lad. Hide away some love for next turn. And, alright, best turn. Okay. I kind of like where we're at now, unless something goes super wrong. Hey, new to the stream, do you think they'll bring back Eldrazi? I think they'll bring back Eldrazi eventually. And also, welcome to the stream, Fight Night Forever. Good to see you. Good to have you. I think that there'll be more Eldrazi again, although I would be surprised if they were on Innistrad still when we go back in the fall. My guess is Phyrexians are going to be the baddies for a bit. Huh, alright. Didn't want us to get that Death Touch mode? I guess. We had already gotten all the possible value out of that saga. The deathmatch mode does nothing. Will you do a Voraclex Walkers deck? Yes. Yes. We played Voraclex with Walkers a little bit in Mono Green Legends, but I want to build a deck that is based kind of exclusively around Vorinclex and Walkers. Huh. What is our plan here? Well, that's Waking. Waking the Trolls and Silver Dub for the 35th month. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big Soup Cheer for you. Have you tried Hearthstone? I don't recommend getting into it. Oh, don't get me started about Hearthstone. So yeah, I've played Hearthstone a bit. I have played it a little bit. It drives me absolutely insane. Although I do an arena one once in a while, just as like a casual thing, essentially. Huh. 3 damage, discard a card. And let's pull up blue mana. And then hide this away. Pass the turn. No whammies, no whammies. Yeah. The extra turn spells work really well with Waking the Trolls, honestly. Yeah, the randomness of Hearthstone drives me absolutely insane. Absolutely mind-bogglingly. Oh. Every time I do a Hearthstone draft, seriously, I might do one on stream sometime, just because you can see, I think I normally do pretty good not getting salty at Magic, but good God. Good God. Does Hearthstone make me salty? So maybe we do a salty Hearthstone stream at some point, because the variance just gets me. It gets me. Game Boys for the 7th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Well, let's keep doing this. How can a phone version be smooth when the PC version is garbage? I refuse to believe. Yeah, I haven't got to play the phone version yet. I've heard mixed things depending on who you ask. 26 cards? Okay, I think we got the rogues here. I think we got them. Yeah, let's get it back. Draw a card. More Casimas. Troll. Are we done? Are we done, rogues? Are we done? I haven't tried Runeterra yet, although it is on my list of things to try in the near future. Everyone says that the economy is really good. Blow it up. Doomscar. I think we got a Doomscar now because we're going to make a ton of we're gonna make a ton of trolls next turn that we don't want to blow up. So next turn we make trolls, and then we just take an extra turn, and then we attack with the trolls, and trolly oli oli. Oh, we got him. Yeah, we haven't seen an Omen Kill yet. We'll have to play one. Opponent hits us. Well, here they come. First, get back the land. Yeah, Castle Ventress seems fine. And now, this might be the most trolls we've gotten. Derek Kunges, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much. 6 trolls. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. And how about a turd? What do you say? What do you say, Fred? Extra turd, play Kasima, and that should do it. The troll beatdown. Oh. Opponent's build of rogues is interesting. I don't know if it makes rogues better. It definitely makes them spicier. What do you think about Eldrazi versus Phyrexians for the next year? Oh yeah, I got stuck talking about that earlier. I think that the big baddies of Magic for the next year or so is probably going to be Phyrexians. Here they come, trolls and birds, and the rogues cannot stand up. Add to your earlier tip, people should add the cards they need to craft to their deck so you can craft all. Yes. Yeah, I don't know if everyone heard that part. But okay, so if you want to do that trick of crafting, which I have started doing most sets, just because I get a backup of commons and uncommon wild cards, and I'm always desperate for mythics, and not rares usually, but mythics. So if you want to do it, here's the easiest way to do it. Quick, super quick example, and then more trolling. So just make a new deck. Set your filters to cards that you do not own, so not collected. Click on like Kaldheim. I would just click on like commons, and I would just literally go through and click, 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 click. If you go through like this and just mash click through the whole set, you can do it pretty quickly. And then there's a craft all button, and it'll just be like, oh, 400 wild cards. So, and that keeps your stockpiled out. I always do five. Like I have tons of ridiculous amount of uncommons. I'm usually fine on commons. Rares I got plenty of, but mythics, I'm always desperate for mythics. So the end result's going to be when you open your packs from the mastery tree or your pre-order, your draft or whatever, you're going to get more vault progress because you'll have all the commons, so it'll give you that tiny bit of vault progress, and eventually that'll turn into more wild cards. So I think it's worth it. Guess we'll save that. All right, more trolls. I mean, I also spend a lot of money on Odyssey, so that's why. Remember the video about spending $1,700 a year on Arena? That was not hyperbolic or made up. Like that is really how it goes. Wow, that's so weird, because my experience is always I'm super pinched on mythics, and then when I talk to people who are more on the free-to-play end, a lot of those people say kind of the opposite. I'm fine on rares, or fine enough on rares, or no, I'm fine enough on mythics, but I am always desperate for rares. I don't know why that happens. I haven't really thought through why that always happens, but it seems like if you're free to play, rare is the pinch. If you are a whale, quote unquote, and spending a bunch of money, then it usually ends up being mythics that are the pinch instead of rares. About it. Uncommons and rares. Yeah, I guess that's. Yeah, I could see uncommons also being an issue. Oh dear. Well, Doomscar. No blocks. We're gonna get beaten down. Wow, so many Doomscars. Add a mana, crack this. Oh, we gotta get a planes. That's awkward. Planes, add a mana. We are going to need a world tree. We are really going to need a world tree. Alright. Hide away some Doomscars. I'm like that. Tons of mythics, no rares, spend about 100 a set. Yeah, it's very interesting. Most decks have few relevant mythics, but a content creator, you need to play all the jank. Yeah, that's the hard part for me, is I really, truly do end up needing literally everything. Which, very close. Oh no, my god. Wow. Eldraine. Well, I mean, we get to Doomscar now that we're down to 4 on turn 3. We got Eldraine hard that time. Found it. Tap lad. Worthy Knight. That's going to be hard to get out of. We have to literally kill everything because any creature is lethal. And that probably is not... That one... Man, Embercleave is... So, Eldraine. Busted. Valkyrie. Boy, everyone loves throwing Valkyrie into decks for no super discernible reason, but... Like, yeah, I'm a tribal deck. We might as well. I'm knights. Valky seems like the perfect 2-drop for my knight deck. I'm rogues. Valky. I don't know why everyone keeps doing that, but what do you think of Clothis as a group slug commander? Clothis, I think, is a good group slug commander. I think Mogus is kind of like a classic one. Um, yeah, that's probably it. Like, Velki and Tibalt is just a cool card. It's a little weird to just to throw it in tribal decks though. Like I can see if you're playing just like a random aggro or mid-range deck where you don't care about creature types, but it seems like I don't know. I don't know if Velki is I don't know if Velki's good enough to be like, okay, I'm gonna play it as an off-tribe card in my knight deck, or I'm gonna play it as an off-tribe card in my rogue deck. Maybe it's just that strong. I think it's strong, but is it really that strong? All right. So, how do we overcome the Eldraine? Elspeth's Nightmare seems good. Maybe Mythos? Mythos going down one Graven Lore, one Epiphany. Try it like that. I look back at my collection of rares and mythics, and each set I always seem to end up with random bulk rare playset and one of the good mythics. Yeah, I do that too. I was trying to remember exactly how much it was. I spent like close to $300 on Kaladesh Remastered to get the cards I needed for Historic, and somehow I did not manage to get I think I opened 0 Chandras. I had to actually, after 300 packs, I had to go and buy my playset of Chandras with wild cards because I just could not get them. Am I the only one who finds it weird that we did not get a single Viking or burly looking dude avatar for Arena for the Reese of Kaldheim? But we did get a trans person this set. I don't know. Do we get? Is there actually a trans person? I don't know. I haven't seen any of the emojis, and I would say that I think I like how they handled Vikings. Like I know that they were not called Vikings, but I actually think that it's better the way that they did do it. Where, okay, yeah, all right. I wasn't 100% sure on the designation there. So thank you for informing me. Um, so yeah, I actually think that Magic is better with the Vikings being Berserkers because Berserkers are a pre-existing tribe that have synergies in Magic. So I feel like, gee, wow, boy, the Night Dream just keeps going. It never ends. Wow, we're definitely losing to this, which is, oh boy, that is unfortunate how this turned out. Well, yeah. I mean, go Velky Knights, go Velky Knights. But I actually feel like Berserkers are better for Magic than having them be called Vikings and not having them do anything. Wow, I actually feel like we should crush this deck, but we didn't draw well, and whoo, Knights aggro, fast start. Yes, it's Circle of Loyalty's time to shine, finally. Oh, I think that, I wonder if they'll do something about Eldraine, honestly. I feel like a very high percentage of the Magic community would like Eldraine to ride off into the sunset before next September, October. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I feel like Wizards does want Kaldheim and Strixhaven and the D&D set and so forth to be played in Standard. So it's going to be interesting to watch and see if we end up in a place where it's still the same thing. What happens a month from now if they do their whatever they do? I mean, organized play is so so difficult to keep track of that I've mostly given up. Whatever league weekend Kaldheim or whatever the thing that is sort of like a pro tour but not really a pro tour, and no one understands or watches that thing. When they do that thing, if they do that and it's Gruul Embercleave versus Demir Rogues versus Mono Green Food or something like that, and it's just literally all Eldraine, does that get Wizards to take action? Do they actually take in and do something about? Oh boy, we're gonna need lands. We desperately. Wow, how are we getting so mana screwed the last couple games? But is that gonna make Wizards do something, or will they just let Eldraine dominate the format for another 8 months, 9 months? I mean, hopefully, maybe there's something from Kaldheim that gets there. But boy, I think the problem is. The King of Lullaby, welcome to the Fishbowl. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We need some lands. Oh boy. Yeah, we got super mana screwed the last 3 games. Like, color screwed, mana screwed. If it's a kind of screwed, we've been getting it. What are your thoughts on Vorklex's placement in the meta so far? I feel like it's much stronger in Commander, which I guess is said about a lot of cards. I mean, a lot of cards are stronger in Commander. A lot of sets, I think most cards these days are, well, I don't know about most, but many cards these days, I would say, are designed primarily with, I think we gotta get that Comb out of the main deck, are designed primarily with Commander in mind, and then secondarily, we have Standard. Yeah, some MDFCs could be good. There's a weird pinch because we have all this basic land matter stuff. So that's kind of the challenge. Hey, we have a hand that can make mana, which is nice. Assuming we get one more land, but so that's kind of the pinch. Regular J, because if you're going to play a bunch of Cultivates, Migrations Pass, Fabled Passages, you do need a lot of basics, so then it cuts down on the MDFCs, or you got to play the MDFCs over non-lands. Regular J handing out a bunch of gift subs. Thank you so much to Scoops Furu in Snoogie Pie, and also Umboro, and the Pedometer and Hugmaster. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, get greed. We're going to pray for one more land. That's not a land. All right. Oh, no. If we end this on 2 lands, this hand is so good with one more land. We hit our ramp. We got our Kazima. All right, that's a land. That works. Land. Mana. Greed. Cultivate. Get blue. Get actually, yeah, blue-black. Put it into play. Okay, now we should be good. Now we should be good. Go to combat, hit ya. All right, no mana troubles this time. I am. This deck is super fun, Sasha. I have really, really been having fun with this one. And we got a bunch more sweet decks that will hopefully be coming soon. Opponent gonna kill Lotus Cobra. Fair, I would say. Let's Island. Kisima. Hide this away. Okay, live. If this Kisima lives, we haven't really got to see Kisima go off in our deck yet, just because it does die often. Oh. All right. So opponent does have the answer. Well, get a land. Fabled Passage. Hell, come on, Gravenlord. Come on, Gravenlord Kisima. Opponent, you can get a land. Should have waited a turn on the Kisima. Why? What would be the upside of waiting a turn? Like, wouldn't the binding be there in a turn anyway? Alright, Elder Gargaroth, sure. Well, let's Doomscar. Migration Path. Get a land. I mean, I guess at some point we can sack the world tree. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're pretty close to being able to stack the World Tree to get Cassima. Or no, Cassima exiles itself on your upkeep no matter what. Cassima's, yeah, beginning your upkeep you exile it, and then it gains the ability. So you can't really do the tireless tracker trick of waiting a turn for making your land drop. Well, all right, blow up Garrick. Well, we're gonna have to have some card draw. That is the TLDR. Card draw or bust, I think, is where we're at now. About it. Hey, the cards are due, Guadi. No worries. I messed up plenty of the cards myself. It's always takes a couple of weeks or even a couple months. Yeah, you may exile it, but it happens on your upkeep either way. You don't have to exile it, but it only happens on your upkeep. The return happens when lands come into play. You can choose to put it back into play when you make a land. Well, it's in the deck. I'd be absolutely thrilled to hit a Gravenlore. That's probably our best draw at the moment. Well, play a Felidary Retreat. Pass the turd, I guess. Bitlord Grant, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you. We have some great top decks. Will we find them is the question. Opponent, Murderous Rider. Bitlord Grant, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, Doomscar. Sweep the board again. Pass the dirt. The Doomscars are keeping us alive, but we need cards in hand. We need cards in hand. Opponent. Saga goes away. Land. Ox of Agonis. Draws some cards. Well, okay. Wake the trolls. Blow up the Triome. You can see how much clunkier it gets if you don't have Cassima. Like, the card draw is what makes the deck work. Questing Beast. Hits us for a bundle, down to 4. Now there's Cassima finally. Get back Fabled Passage. Make a 2/2. Doesn't really matter. Doomscar. Cassima. Well, let's see if we're dead. Pass the turn. Opponent's got the cards to get back Ox if they want to. You know what? We're going to keep Cassima, I think. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I mean, if their hand was too heartless, if their hand is another questing beast and they got it, I mean, wow, that was a good hand. That was an insane hand. Do you think Mean Death Drenched Magistrate could actually be a thing with Foretell, Adventures, Escaping, and Standard? I mean, so Drannith Magistrate does hit on a decent amount of stuff. The problem is it also dies to everything. And it's not I would be much more excited about Drannith Magistrate if it was like a reasonable creature that also was a hate card. But as a 1/3, well, get some trolls, a couple. Pass the turn. Opponent attacks. Oh, it's going to be close. Land. Oh my goodness, opponent is all in on these Oxen. Another Ox. Discards some lands, draws some new cards. Duress. Well, I guess we let it go. Sure. Well, Sag Worldry. Kasima. Yes, finally. World Tree. +1/+1 counters. Counter on Kasima. Attack, attack, attack. Come on, trolls. Come on, trolls. Found it. Get an Ox Block. An Ox Block. Drops to 6. Come on. Hold. Hold. If we get like double bone crushed, it'd be so bad. About it. Hey, what's up, Grim? How are you? What are you streaming tonight? Are you Tibalting? Are you still on the Tibalt plan? Land for about it. Taps 8 mana manually. And alright, kills a couple Ox. Jeez. These Oxen have been great for our opponent. These Oxen are just keeping our opponent in this game somehow. They've been able to cast them so many times. Well, we're back to needing a actual draw. We have not had a Gravenlord this entire game, which is a problem. Well, binding. Kill the Ox. Oh, we're gonna be... we're gonna die to a questing beast. I know that's what's gonna happen. We just haven't hit the cards to avoid it. That's the problem. Elder Gargaroth, okay. Questing beast, of course, we knew it. Goes attacking. Oh, we got a chump. Wow, that is so unfortunate. Wow, that's so bad. We draw our last forest on the tie, I guess. Yeah, there's nothing we do about it, but that really costs us. Oh. Well, Kasima was supposed to go into play, but it did not. Oh my goodness, that was insanely brutal. Yeah, that was unfortunate in about 100 different ways. Hey Seth, if I send you a Clothis group subdeck for Commander Clash, will you play it? Well, Christoph, if you send me it, I would definitely... Well, playing the Triome, in theory, lets us get back Kasima, but... I must have clicked the wrong button, because Kasima did not return. Yeah, the Kasima interface is not the most intuitive. I had to read it like 5 or 10 times before I understood what they were saying and what they were actually triggering. So yeah, that is one of the less good designs, I would say, of Kaldheim on Arena. So yeah, it was supposed to cycle anyway and give us a creature and give us a shot to the Wrath, but well, Oxybagonus was pretty sweet for our opponent there, that's for sure. So if you send me a Clothis deck, I will definitely look at it, Christoph. I'd love to take a look at it. Whether or not I would play it, I can't really promise. Read it 30 times and still get it wrong? Yeah, I just got it wrong right there, so... I can't promise I'll play it for sure. I never promise that I will play a deck without seeing it, but I promise I'll look at it. So, SaravadAlim@mtggoldfish.com, I would love to take a peek. Yeah, I know you love Valky at Tibalt, Krim, and we have seen people playing Valky in places where I assume that it's wrong. We played against, like, rogues playing Valky in the 2-drop slot for some reason. We played against Knights. We played against a Mardu Knight deck where they were just playing Valky in the 2-drop slot for some reason. So I know it's good, but that is better than I expected. I did not think people were going to be playing off-tribal gods in Knights and Rogues. Best looking card so far. Gold Span Dragon looks really good. I think Kasima is actually... Kasima was not in our top 10 list, and after playing with it, I think it definitely should have been. I think Kasima is a very, very strong. Stronger than I had realized for sure. Yarion Control, eh? Alright, Florahedron, go. About it. Island. Well. Fatal Passage, go. Well, our challenge is to try to get a Kasima into exile. Opponent, pathway, passes. Well, we'll crack. Snow-covered island. Play the land. Kasima. All right, don't kill it. Don't counter it. We're not even gonna attack. I promise you, we will not attack you, opponent. Hey, Sequert, have a good night. We'll be back on Monday for another one. Is the algorithm still weird? Mana Tithe. Is the algorithm still weird on Arena where it pairs you with your worst possible matchup? I didn't know that was a thing. Is that actually a thing? I thought that was a a conspiracy theory. I think it is a conspiracy theory. I have never seen or heard anything that made me think that was actually real. Florahedron, grow. I mean, you gotta remember, this is Wizards Digital we're talking about. My theory of why that is impossible is not that Wizards wouldn't do that if they thought it was beneficial. I'm sure they would, but I don't think Wizards. I mean, Wizards. It took them 3 years to make Auto Tapper work, and it still doesn't work. I just can't really. I just can't really believe that they can't really get your lands to auto tap and not like have your creature lands tap themselves to pay for themselves, but somehow they're analyzing our matches and being like, we know what matchups are good and bad for every deck in Standard, and we know what Seth's playing. He's playing Waking the Trolls. Let's dig through our database. What is a bad matchup for Waking the Trolls? I can't really believe that Wizards has the ability to do that, even if they wanted to. Come back to me once Auto Tapper works most of the time, and we can have a conversation about the conspiracies. Oh, I definitely can feel like that, but I think it's just a coincidence more than anything. I think they're gonna play something at instant speed, and we are going to Gravenlore and refill our hand. All right. Whoa. All right. Oh my God, we're not gonna Gravenlore. Oh, we don't have the mana. Oh, that was not 100% right. They did play something instant speed. We did nail that. We nailed that play pattern. Gotta pay attention to the mana in this deck, I guess, because I just always assume we're gonna have a world tree, but we don't always actually have a world tree. No blow Bashiok. Cycle Migrations Path. No attacks. Opponent. Omen of the Sea. Yeah, I feel like these are probably the worst matchups for our deck. Both to the top. Hey, Seth. How the heck did they not do the Amiria promo? Wait, in New Zendikar. Oh, like Amiria Sky Ruin? Well, I guess we get out of Waking the Trolls, and we'll see if our opponent finds an Ashiok or something. Oh, we could have used those lands. We could have used both those lands. Well, opponent hits us. We will grab a land. Get our trio. And yep. Troll time. Flip a land. Play Evolving Wilds. Well, okay. If we don't get our deck exiled away by this Nightmare and this Waking the Troll sticks, we're not in the worst shape. Yeah, I blame you, Krim. It's all your fault. I bet he's about to play Counterbalance somehow. Opponent gets in. It's us. Yeah, we have our Triumph now, so we have double blue mana, so color-wise we're good now, even though we don't have the World Tree. Not a 16. Well, we'll crack. Get a land. Take pathway. Cultivate. We just want to make Waking the Trolls as good as possible now, I think. I mean, they could have Extinction Event or something, but... Working on Tiny Bones? Tiny Bones is such a sweet card. Tiny Bones, if I was going to make a list of the sweetest cards printed in the past year, pretty good chance that Tiny Bones would be on it, I would say. It's such just a fun, unique, sweet card. Opponent going to counter. Well, Gravenlore. Bottom. Cave a World Tree. Play World Tree. Hit ya. Well, here comes the Trolls. Will it be enough? Opponent down to 20. We played a tiny bit of Turgid yesterday during early access, but we have not done like a full stream or anything. I didn't realize someone played Turgid against me today, and I think the idea was it's a hate card for Sagas. Because I didn't realize it's really good against Sagas because they just naturally sacrifice. So if you get the timing right, you can just like play Turgid, wait for Waking the Trolls or Binding to go away, and then you just steal it and blow something up, which is really good. We are trolling tonight. We've been Waking the Trolls in Standard. Elspeth's Nightmare. Man, extra turn spell would be the best. Alrund's Epiphany would just win us the game. Well, here comes the Trolls. Only 2. Play Kasima. I guess we're probably running that into the Nightmare, aren't we? the Orion. Yeah, we played Icebreaker Kraken yesterday. It's just really bad. Like, I was very much not impressed with it. I wanted it to be good, but after playing it yesterday, the problem is it's just big, and it still just dies to everything. So I don't feel like it's very impressive. If I feel like they went oddly safe with it. Supreme Chalupa Snoke, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I mean, for its ridiculous cost, I don't know why they wouldn't make it so it actually tapped your opponent's stuff. Like, that was the thing that killed it. Like, if it tapped your opponent's stuff, I would be down and I think it'd be playable. But since it only taps stuff that is already tapped, it's usually just an 8/8 that does almost nothing, and then it just dies to Heartless Act and all the other removal spells. So we do have a Coma. We added a Coma to the deck, which Coma I think is kind of like that, except it has some more utility. Well, here's the Arion. Blinks everything. Gonna kill our Cosima. Wit, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Yeah, if it was close, which I'm kind of surprised because Wizard says to push his thing. So I'm surprised that they worded that one in like such a safe way. Not that it's horrible. I mean, it still could be a cheap 8/8, which is something, but we're in just it's a very removal. Either you play against decks that can easily kill it, or you play against decks that are super aggressive and you're going to be dead long before you get anywhere near doing anything with it. Well, draw some cards. Graven Lore is very solid, though. Opponent draws some cards. Well, we will keep all three of those. And then... Oh, the Saga's actually super bad for us. The Saga just keeps taking all of our sweet cards. Yarion. Yeah, we're intentionally not playing Ugin because it's obviously so overpowered, but I do think if our primary goal was just winning as much as possible, I do think that playing Ugin is likely the correct choice. But it's just kind of the easy way out, I think. Well, alright. So now our opponent gets to take our Waking the Trolls, because Elspeth Nightmare and Yarion. Do you think Maze Mind's Tome would be good in my second draw Pioneer deck, or is it worse than what I have? Let me take a look, Crocs. I'll pass the turn. Like, we can't even get a Cosima to stick. And Cosima comes down early, and we have just had our Cosimas die every single time. I like the setup you got now, I think. I mean, Maze Mind's Tome is a fine card, but I think if you have Frantic Inventories, you have like Teferis and so forth, I think it's a little bit less necessary. So I think, especially in older formats, it's a lot slower. I would probably go with something much more like what you have now than Maze Mind's Tome. In Standard, I think it could be an option just because you got less card draw options and the format's somewhat slower. But in Modern, I'd like it in like Tron-style decks or Eldrazi Tron-style decks. But in a more spell-based style deck, I don't think you really need it. Build a multiverse to draw some cards. Opponent plays a land. Another Elspeth's Nightmare. The nightmare never ends. Opponent passes. How we will waking the troll. Blow up the triome. Play the land. Play Coma. Come on, Coma. Lead us to victory. Whoa. Oh. Coma's got the sweet animation. That's the first time I've seen the Coma animation. That was super sweet. That was one of. That's almost as good as the hand of Realm Cloak Giant. that might be my favorite one from the set so far. That was super sweet. Opponent, upkeep, board draw, desperate, trying to find a way to kill Coma before it protects itself with serpents. Do they? Wow. Oh. All right. Well, opponent found it. They found it. That's unfortunate. Oh. Are you going to get the Modern Horizon Snowlands? I don't think so. If they put Ice Age Snowlands on on Arena, then yes. But Modern Horizons, it's new border. It doesn't really. I don't know if I actually like them even better than the Kaldheim ones, honestly. Ooh, Outrun's Epiphany's not bad. We will take a Triome, I guess. Go to combat, attack. Opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, so opponent blocks. Drops to 13. Doomscar. Foretell. Go. Okay. No Ashiok, please. I've tested Meepkid 2.0 in Pioneer on a tip.IN. It's absolutely bonkers. The deck managed to go from losing to having almost no burst presence to beating the opponent with prowess threats. Managed to make around 10 red mana. Here's a list. Ooh, that sounds sweet, Destructor. That sounds super sweet. Opponent exiles our graveyard again. Well, we gotta fade the Ashiok. If they draw an Ashiok and bounce Waking the Trolls, it's bad. Opponent, Desperation draw. Another Maze Mind's Tome. Land. Passes. Well, alright. We'll see what counters they might have. Waking the Trolls. Opponent thinking it over. Alright, Trolls are here. Let's do it again. Opponent has a negate. Well, alright. Epiphany. you have 2 counters. Desperation draw. Come on. Oh, okay, that should be enough. Oh! Baited out the counter and got there with the trolls. Hey, what's up, Zach? You made it. You made it. You're right at the end of our trolling. We've been trolling people hard today, and it's been working. It's been working pretty surprisingly well. All right, Doomscar's down. We'll go down to 1 Doomscar. We'll go up another Coma. We'll go in discard. We'll go up counters. We'll go down a Tangled Floral Hedron. Maybe go down a Migrations Path. Ugh. Alrund's Epiphany. Maybe it's all the Doomscars? How do we make all this fit? No Epiphanies? No, maybe no Epiphanies. Actually, maybe do we take out the Lotus Cobras? Maybe Lotus Cobra's not good enough. It feels like it's just gonna die. Maybe we minimize stuff that dies? Let's try that. Let's try that. Minimize the stuff that's gonna die. Try it like that. Finally caught the stream, been watching on YouTube for years. This is my first time. Hey, welcome, Insane Krusties. Glad to have you. Glad you made it. I have never seen Troll Hunter. Is it about what its name sounds like it's about? Are people like hunting trolls? Well, we can't keep this. Well, unless we can keep. It's kind of meh, but we'll keep it. Yeah, I guess it's just Coma. Coma to the bottom. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Yeah, we don't really have bigger threats though. I think that's the upside. Like if we take out Lotus Cobra, I mean I guess it's Kasima, which we would like Kasima to live. But other than that, it's trolls really. We do need to hit lands. That is very... Oh, no. Oh, no, oh, no. But I kind of like that this should essentially just mostly blank our opponent's creature removal. Insane Krusties! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Interesting. I'll have to check out Troll Hunter sometime. Opponents. Yeah, we're way ahead on time. Which actually might be relevant with how this match is going. It's about a troll management professor who gets professional, who gets tired of secrecy and YOLOs with some filmmakers. Huh. That does sound interesting. Q is 564453. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, land. Yeah, that's a land. Well, cultivate. Snow-covered swamp and, well, snow-covered plains. Get them all. All right. Mana, shape it up. Could still use a world tree. Can always use a world tree. About it. Yeah, that was a good draw. That was key. Felidar Retreat seems pretty good against our opponent's deck. Like, if we can get retreat going, blue-black is not, feed the swarm, but they're not that great at dealing with enchantments. Oh, I don't actually have a mono-red aggro list at the moment. About it, to the top. And passes. Playing the land. Play Felidar Retreat. That is a kind of scary looking cat. Hey, Sea Odyssey, thanks for hanging out. Ugh. You know what? We're going to counter it. On the fence if it's worth it or not, but we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it, trying to close it out. About it. Most afraid of Ashiok, although we can binding it if we have to. Oh, we really need a blue source. Getting one of each basic and no world tree, a little bit frightening. Found it, Craig's Fable Passage. And yeah, good Golos mana if we had it. Or if it existed in Standard. I think if you're playing Golos in Historic and getting Cascading Cataracts, I think World Tree is just a very strict upgrade. Opponent, Sharksis. Sure. And well, it's slow blue mana, but it is blue mana. Triome Cat. Go. Second Shark would actually be... That would be a clock we'd be scared of. How's our opponent... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah, that might be an issue. Opponent's just got a really fast flying clock now, and we do not have answers. My garage sale moment, bought a 5-color column box from random cards off Facebook a few years ago for $10. Mostly full of bad copies. The copies was full of Ice Age Snow basics. Ooh, those are especially valuable now. Oh, this isn't good. Well, agonizing remorse. Pose just has so much interaction. And so many sharks. Oh, cheater! Cheater! Aww. It's a dirty Ugin player. We left those out. I thought we had a gentleman's agreement with the people we were playing against today. No Ugins. No Ugins. We're playing we're playing Kaldheim Standard. Yeah, it's always sweet to find a good Magic find on at a garage sale or something. Oh, come on now. Come on. Ugins and good running? All right. Sure. Well, can we close out with a win? It all comes down to this. Oh, Ugin. All right. Here we go. Having fun is overrated when I cast Ugin. That is the mantra of Standard. Yeah, randomize it turned out really well. I remember one where, this was a long time ago. Well, we'll keep. We got world trees for literal days. Probably more world trees than we really need, honestly, but we do like having world trees, so our mana's going to be good eventually. Graven Lore, sooner or later, might let us refill. The discard's good. Opponent, mulligan for their Ugin. Hopefully we can punish him. Try him, go. I remember one a long time ago, back in like Innistrad era, where ended up getting just a ridiculous collection that was, I don't even know, probably like a couple $1,000 worth of cards, and it was like, I don't even remember what I paid for it. Maybe like $200 or something. I think that was like one of the better just random finds that I had ever gotten. It was a lot of like, oh no. It was a lot of like Snapcasters and like Lilianas. Like someone had a bunch of, back when those cards were super expensive, like someone had opened a bunch of boxes of stuff and just dumped them all and got rid of them all. Elspeth's Nightmare. Well, Kasima. World Tree 3. Can it live? Can we for once get a Kasima in exile? I mean, I'm sure the answer is no, and Elspeth's Nightmare is being obnoxious, but it would be sweet about it. Oh, $20 box with 4 wastelands, insane. Do I predict big meta changes with Kaldheim? Sadly, my prediction would be no. I mean, I'm hoping that that happens, but if you were gonna make me predict, I would. Ooh, wait, really? Okay. Okay, okay. That's what we wanted to see. Well, Tangle Floralhedron. Start getting counters. Yes. All right. Things are looking up. Wow, we actually got his Kasib in exile. It happened. About it. Yeah, Ugin was more of a fringe card the first time. But the ramp is definitely powered up significantly. Even with, I mean, obviously, when there were Uros and there were Omnaths, it was insane. But even with what the ramp we have now, it is still pretty powered up compared to a lot of older standards, I would say. About it. Fabled Passage cracks it. As long as, yeah, I don't know. I think Eldrate stuff is definitely going to be there. Like, Love Strike Beast, Pro Crusher Giants, those type of cards are just, they're so good that it is very difficult. Man, I wish we had another land. It's very difficult for me to imagine they're just going to go away. About it. Behold the multiverse. Well, okay. If we get one more land, our mana becomes perfect. We have 3 world trees, but only 5 lands. About it. Another land. Cracks it. And we do need to be aware of this Yorion coming down to draw a ton of cards at some point. About it. Maze Mind's Tome. Sure. Land. Oh. Yes, all 4 world trees. Every single one. Well, we will. Wait, take action. Alright, pass the turn. About it. Well, Gravenlore. Give us some cards. No negate, no negate. Well, no negate. Alright. About it. Draws a card. Ah, Yarion. Yarion's so good. Companions. Maybe it's Ikoria. Companions, I kind of lump them in when I say Eldrate. I kind of include companions too. Just based on brokenness level. I mean, nothing's as broken as companions. Companions are the highest level of brokenness we have literally ever seen in the history of Magic. Yeah, trolls are sweet. Well, binding. Do you have another counter? Alright, blow up an Omen. I think we keep waiting to maximize our Kasima value. Past the turn, also going to be really close. Opponent draws a card. So they can't do a whole lot with the Orion at the moment. With that Omen, they're only drawing 1 and resetting the tome, which isn't that bad. And we are eventually going to be getting a new hand with this Kasima. Crawling Barrens. See if they run it out. Shark Typhoon. Interesting decision. Doesn't that just die to binding? Oh, they don't know about the second binding. Aha. Okay. Opponent passes. Oh, things are coming along. I mean, the powering down of companions definitely helped. That is for sure. We will get the voyage counter. Binding. Number 2, blow up the Shark Typhoon. Opponent's gonna draw a card. Oh, next turn we're gonna draw so many cards. They have not paid the troll toll yet. Some of our opponents have. This one is not. We're trying to set up the toll troll win. Toll troll? I still think that's the funniest. If I had to pick one Always Sunny episode, that is the funniest. Oh my goodness, that episode is so funny. Oh, that one cracks me up every time. As a boomer, I just now warmed up to Planeswalker cards and emblems, and they hit me with companions. Well, thankfully, they powered them down a bit. But yeah, companions were insane when they started. Opponent, Ashiok. Well, this is going to work out well, I think. Because we get to crack this. Get a land. Put Kasima into play. Draw a few cards. Lose Snow-Covered Mountain. And then exile it and do it again. We're seeing the Kasima game. We're seeing it. This is it. This is why Kasima is so sweet. Kasima, not going to keep it around as a 7/9. We are going to hide it away again. Draw more lands. Well, binding. Oh, that's a real good draw. All right. That is a draw that might win the game for our opponent. Boy, counters for days. Counters for days. Get a land, get a land. Get some counters on Kasima. Yes, the +1/+1 counters are actually added in exile. Oh no, the initial batch go away. It resets when it goes to exile. Evolving Wilds. Oh, but now there's an Ashiok. That's not good. Well, counter on Kasima. We'll get to draw some more cards next turn, but our opponent can Ashiok, blink Ashiok. We need that Ashiok to die. Speaking of Planeswalkers, with them doing more and more things to destroy permanents of different colors, do you think they will ever let a color destroy an emblem? I thought they were going to do it with War of the Spark, so I think it'll happen eventually, although, I don't know, Wizards has seemed hesitant. There's the Arion. I mean, opponent's down to 5 minutes, and we have 18, so it seems like there's a reasonable chance that if this game keeps going, our opponent might lose just to themselves, by not playing fast enough. Does Ashaya double the tokens on Kasima? Wait, Vorinclex? I don't believe so, because it's in exile. So I don't think you get double counters. But sooner or later, I expect we're gonna get the ability to do it. Opponent, gonna draw a card, gonna get another Ashiok. Can they 20 us in 4 minutes and 35 seconds, though? Opponent, yeah, draws a counter. Mystical Dispute's not the worst. We will play Cultivate. Try to maximize our Kasima. Land. Put one into play. Fabled Passage. How many counters we got? 5? I mean, this is just such a good Kasima deck. Crack Fabled Passage. Draw some cards. Refuel. Hopefully find some action. Snow-covered island. This time it's coming into play. New hand. Waking the... Wow, we drew a lot of lands, didn't we? Waking the troll. Look at these draws. Blow up Crawling Barrens. And pass the turn with a handful of cultivates. Not good, not good. Yeah. Well, we do have a counter. That's not really what we really wanted from our draw 7, though. We really hit all lands in one Waking the Troll. Hydride Crosses is not the worst comparison, I don't think. All right, opponent, drawing cards. We have a new hand, but little does our opponent know, it is the worst hand. It is the worst hand of all time. Anyone have a good constructed deck to rig up an arena? Have 25 mythic and rare wild cards. Haven't played much in the last year. Oh, it's really early to say, just because it's that release day. I would probably give it a minute or two to settle down before I invested all my wild cards, or I would buy. I think we have one. Well, actually, I'm not sure because we drew a whole bunch. We might have 0 now because that was just a horrible Kazima draw. Oh my, wow. Oh man. Well, the next 2 cards were going to be good. Unfortunately, they are now exiled, and our hand was all cultivates. Well, all right, Crawling Barrens. Oh, that's so bad. If you want to get something right now, I'd probably look towards, honestly, the decks that were good in the last standard. Well, Kazima again. So, like, the Gruul Embercleave is... Decks are insane. Rogues has been really good. Mono Green Food has been really good. As far as raking up, I would be hesitant to go all in on a Kaldheim deck without seeing how things shake out. Well, normally they would be, but since we drew every land in our deck, they are not. Well, alright. I mean, we just have... Oh boy, that's so not good. Counter. Wow, opponent has a lot of counters. Alright, so we get a Kazima. We play the land. We pass the turn. Wow, this is close in a whole bunch of ways. Yeah. Alright, we will see. Opponent. 1 minute 45 seconds. Wait, In Search of Greatness is bugged? I have not heard about In Search of Greatness being bugged. Mono White Auras is really good. Oh, wow, so much interaction. Kills the Kazima. Yeah, I have not heard that, but is it? I mean, I guess it's possible, and I didn't hear about it. Opponent scries. 135, 34, 33. Alright. Untaps. Oh, seeing those 2 cards exiled was so sad. Wait. I just played it and it doesn't do what it says. What were you trying to do with it, Madjaw? It's not for flash only. Yeah, it does not count itself. So if you just have it on the battlefield, you need to have another permanent. So that is an easy mistake to make. I missed that the first time I read it. I thought you could just put a 3-drop into play, but after reading it a few times, you actually can't. About it. Goes attacking. Sure. 47 seconds. This is going to happen with our opponent timing out, isn't it? The longest game in history. Well, I mean, I guess a win's a win. It's not how we wanted to win. We would have rather just won with our trolls, but... I mean, I guess you take them however you can get them. Crawling Barons. Oh, opponent. You gotta be faster than that, bud. Decline. Crawling Barons. Well, here comes the trolls. We draw Migrations Path. We make some trolls. A decent amount. Just fin someone with poison? Yeah, we got the poison kill yesterday was sweet. ACO is about to stream, AOC is about to stream interview with some financial professionals if anyone's interested. Ooh, that does sound interesting. I might have to check it out. After all the craziness with the stocks today, it would be interesting to see. Well, let's cycle Migration Path. I mean, I guess none of this matters because it ends with our opponent timing out. Wow. Kazema! An opponent. Well, we made 8 trolls. That was a lot of trolls. Unfortunately, it ended with our opponent timing out. So, are we doing any angels today? Actually, we're actually about done for today. We will play angels. It's on my list. So hopefully next week's stream we will get to angels. But angels are high on my list. Today was a troll day though, and I gotta say, we're gonna fire off a raid in a minute, but I gotta say I really like this deck. I think this deck is really fun. As far as like just how spiky it is, I don't know. Still feeling out how good is the Kaldheim stuff, how good does it line up with the meta, but I think this deck is a blast to play. You can get by pretty cheaply because a lot of the lands are not rares, which is usually one of the hugest costs. So especially if you have Evolving Wilds, like you're playing a lot of basics. Even in the main deck, it's not super expensive. We added in a Coma, a couple of mythics, but really it's a lot of rares, a lot of uncommons. So I don't know. I think this deck is fun. As far as winning, we're right around 50-50, counting our opponent's timing out randomly. And maybe it should have Ugin from a spiky perspective. Maybe there's some little things around the edges, but what I do know about this deck is Kazima is insane. And Waking the Trolls can be pretty powerful. Is it the best finisher? Like, would we win more if we replaced it with Ugin? Maybe. But Waking the Trolls is a legitimate finisher, and I think it could actually have a place in Standard. So, if you like doing big things, and you like drawing cards, I feel like Cosmia, God of the Trolls, relatively decent option for Standard at least. And I think it's super fun to play. This is one of the decks I've most enjoyed playing. This deck is basically just trying to Waking the Trolls people. You ramp into it, blow up a land, get back a land, eventually make a whole bunch of trolls. Otherwise, it's just kind of like drawing cards and ramping into the Waking the Trolls, killing some stuff. But it's really a Waking the Trolls deck is what it is. So anyway, everyone, on that note, I think that brings us to the end of our stream for tonight. There is good news, though. There is good news. And the good news is we will be back next week on Monday with some more streaming action. So in the meantime, replay YouTube this week, find all old streams, normal YouTube, ton of content going up on there as well. And one more reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. So let them know you want one in your order notes. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. You all are amazing and awesome, and I love each and every one of you. Thanks for hanging out tonight and having some fun at New Standard. Monday stream's back next week. So next stream, 2 o'clock Eastern on Monday. So until then, have a good night, have a good weekend, and I will talk to you soon.